Welcome back to another episode of your favorite host, favorite show.
Hey.
This is Tribe Called Culture, man. I go by the name Cartier Camo. That's my dog Skillet over there.
Yes, sir.
The media giant. And we got a special guest in here today.
What's going on? Story the word, Smith.
Star
On
Story.
the Tribe Called Culture.
It can't just be on you, it gotta be in you. It can't just be on you, it gotta be in you. It can't just be on you, it gotta be in you.
Called Culture.
Yes, sir.
Finally, I've been waiting to get here and rap with these boys.
Appreciate you,
You feel
man.
me?
Coming to Chop
I've been
It.
waiting to
Appreciate
get here and
you.
rap with these guys. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, his spot, man, at the Space House. Shout out my dog. And yeah, we got
Appreciate it.
Story the Wordsmith, the superstar, the world renowned. If you don't know, you won't know, but you gon' know this year, because this man been going crazy, man. Before we go any further, bro,
Yes, sir.
we done said his name, bro. If you ain't heard, go ahead and search and see what bro got going on already, but you been going crazy lately to start off this new year, bro.
Listen.
Start off this new year with
I appreciate that.
2, 3 singles?
Yeah, I did. I just did 4 songs the other day, but at the beginning of the year, I dropped 3 singles.
3 singles, okay.
3, yeah. They know
That
what they
dog.
did. That dog.
They know what they
go
did.
and get them and got them. They
Yes,
know what they
sir.
did.
They
Like,
know what they
I
did,
think
man.
the
Niggas know what you did.
Oh, you hear me? Everybody, listen. Every one of us can relate. Like,
Bitch ass nigga.
you, I know it's somebody you want to say it to, somebody out there.
man.
Like it's.
But shit, without further ado, man, we gonna get on to the currently in the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Currently
We
in
got
the
a lot of wild topics to go through
Yeah.
today, man.
Yeah.
We gonna get to them because we got to discuss this shit, man. So shit, currently in the culture, man. Let's go ahead and
Oh, hell.
since the last episode, bro,
A lot. Was it a lot?
it's been a lot. It's been a lot. But we gonna go ahead and just address the elephant in the room. You know what I'm
sir.
saying? The LiAngelo Ball shit, bro.
Oh,
This nigga came out of nowhere, and this ain't
You know,
this ain't the first time he done dropped the song.
No.
He been putting out music that niggas didn't care about, but I don't know if it
Damn,
was the timing of this,
Yeah.
if it was the promotional plan, rollout, whatever they had going on. But the man dropped the song called Tweakers. If you ain't heard it, y'all, you know what I'm saying? The shit been spreading fast.
oh, they heard it.
Yeah,
Even my
I mean,
old
No, they
head to
shit
listen
been
to
like,
it.
you
Y'all know
they heard
probably
the
done
part.
scrolled
They heard
past
the part.
something and heard it. You probably didn't know what it was.
They
but
heard
yeah.
the part. They heard
So
the
that
part.
song that came out, man, and it shit just went everywhere, man. The shit just went up in flame, man. I really personally wasn't super impressed, but I'm gonna ask y'all thoughts on it in a minute, but let me finish. So the song came out, Tweakers by Jello G3, whatever you going by. Alright. So I'm not sure if the song was spreading so fast because people genuinely think it's a good song, or they just thought it was some funny shit and niggas just like to spread shit because they laughing at it or trying to make fun of it, but at the same time helping it grow type shit. But anyway, the shit been spreading like crazy. They calling the song the first viral rap hit of 2025. Shit kind of like became bigger than any song on Lil Baby album. Like Lil Baby was the first big rapper to drop of the year.
I see flames
nigga
coming
drop a
from you,
song.
bro. You heated about this shit.
Nah,
I'm
man,
letting it hang
I'm
because
just saying.
I got a whole.
Yeah.
So, you know, I want to make sure I keep my answers shorter from this point on in the segment so y'all can understand. I got a lot to say at all times. And y'all, I'm just gonna give y'all the epilogue or the prologue.
So I'm gonna tell you just
What you got?
my biggest take from this, bro,
Spin off
from this whole thing, bro.
On the side for you.
Yes, sir.
We watching in real time how it don't matter how good the song is, bro. If you scroll past the shit enough times and people is hyping the shit up, the shit subconsciously makes you think it's dope.
Yeah.
For the average person.
Okay.
For, you know, I've just seen, we watching that shit in real time. Motherfuckers just swear, oh, but he got one. That shit is a... And
slap.
what determines that? Is it because you heard it and you heard something that was so dope in the song that, hey, y'all fuck with it? Or is it because there's a lot of people opinion saying that shit is dope and you feel like it's something wrong with me if I don't think it's dope, so I got to join the group opinion. What y'all think about that?
I'll let you have it next. Cause I mean, I got a full synopsis of it, just broke down and analyzed in my mind, ready to go.
I want to hear y'all.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
interested to hear y'all thoughts on
I
this
guess
shit.
I'll go first on this
just
one.
heard shit
I'm
on
the
that.
only rapper not in the room.
Before,
Yes, sir.
let me just add
Oh,
this.
do you think? Yes, sir.
add this part at the end now.
Yes,
The
sir.
song not only went viral, now they saying that the man got multi-million-dollar deal offered from Def Jam. That
No, he got signed.
yeah, what it said.
From what I'm
They
understanding.
offered him a multi-million-dollar deal that gives him his own label imprint and supposedly keeps all the rights to his music. Off of the success of one
Yeah.
song that been out for like a week. That's probably gonna fizzle out next week. But
okay.
they done put all that on the line. Let's hear your thoughts on all of that in its totality. So
Tribe Called Culture,
Tribe
baby.
Called
Click
Culture.
that subscribe button.
For sure.
Okay.
To the tribe.
Subscribe to the
That's
tribe.
the only non-rapper in the room.
Man, don't start that
No,
bullshit,
because
man.
you, I can tell that
You got
energy.
raps,
You
dog.
mad about
But
that
you
shit.
rap, though. You always do that shit, man, on camera. This nigga raps.
For this particular topic, I don't care that much. I will say the beat is actually kind of dope.
Yeah, I
The
ain't
beat
hate
is
on the
dope.
beat.
Is he killing it lyrical? And I'm not saying that that's what you need on that song. Lyrical, spiritual, miracle, that's clearly not there. That's not his lane.
Yeah.
I'm not quite mad at it. It is weird for it to have so much traction, for it to kind of be a regular
So something you
kind
will
of
add
a
on your
bop.
playlist.
Nigga, you know it ain't going on my playlist.
Okay, I'll just.
I wouldn't even know it about till you text me because
Okay.
you was like, yo, you heard what's it? It's Jello, right? 'Cause he's the
Jello,
middle
yeah.
son. Okay, Jello song. I'm like, nah, I ain't heard nothing about that because I've kind of pulled back from being on certain urban, quote unquote, the culture sites. I've kind of pulled back from like Vlad and stuff like that. Just to, I noticed my mantra for not to piggyback off you. My mantra for 2025 is to be very positive and very intentionally positive, not just pretend like, oh, everything's all good, but like intentionally look for positive things
For sure.
and to have a positive attitude. So, did I digest it? Of course. We have a podcast. We got to talk about it. And I listened to it 3 times because the first time I listened to it, I seen like a notification pop up, and then the next 2 times I listened to it in its entirety because it's on. I had to find it on World Star on YouTube. It's not a horrible song. Do I think it should have as much calamity about it that it has currently? No. But I think, because I didn't realize he had been put out some music until you let me know that he had been. Because I was like, well, you know, the Ball family, they do have some notoriety. You itching to go. They do have as a family some notoriety. Obviously, the oldest and the youngest are in the NBA. He was trying to get in the league.
Right.
As the song, it's mid. As my daughter would say, it's mid. It's not fire. It's not hot garbage, but it's mid. It ain't nothing. There shouldn't be this uproar about it. But oddly enough, for it to have so much uproar, am I really surprised that labels are giving it this? That they're shopping with him? No, because they are looking for that flash in the pan. Hell, you got to think they gave what's the old girl name from Dr. Phil? Bad Baby.
Bad Baby, yeah.
Bad
She got a
Baby,
fucking record there. That bitch, excuse me, I ain't calling her no bitch. That young lady can't rap. You know what I'm saying? So am I taken aback by the fact that he's been given real legitimate opportunities from labels? No. But is it gonna be some longevity? No, but labels don't seem to be looking for longevity either when it comes to music. They want a quick flash in the pan. I'm gonna make a quick couple million off this dude or this young lady. I'm gonna get the fuck on through and go on to the next one. You gotta think Welvin got him, he made money. That ain't fucking talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
What you think, bro?
All right, so first of all, I ain't no hater. Shout out Jello Ball, do your thing, thing. The Ball family is a brand, so number one, that factors in. Let's be real with y'all. Let's be very real.
yeah, notoriety, absolutely.
Let's be very real.
Shoes they put out.
Now, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you because the NBA is no stranger of a platform for people who are in it to avidly be artists. Shaq has been an artist for a very long time and a DJ.
Kobe.
You've never seen the NBA advertising Shaq's DJing and going crazy with it.
Yeah,
and
Dame
Shaq
Dollar.
be firing clubs up. Dame Dollars be rapping and he actually be fire.
Dame can rap,
Anthony Edwards can rap.
Oh, I ain't know about Ant-Man. Ant-Man can rap?
Ant-Man can rap.
Dame
Ant-Man
hard,
can
though.
rap, but Dame hard.
Dame is like the dopest
Dame
rapper
came
in the
in
NBA.
what I feel like he did stuff like what Kobe tried to, but really could do it.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking out Kobe Bryant's legacy, but again, so the NBA put a fire up underneath it to make the world notice before anybody else. How many people play 2K and NBA and all those, you know what I mean, like 2Ks and everything, right? So the culture of basketball is humongous.
Hip-hop and basketball
So
synonymous,
how many people do you think immediately saw people like Lonzo and them in the locker rooms to his brother's song? And other people. They were sharing it on NBA pages, the meme pages.
Yeah.
Every NBA page had it on there. I'm watching commentators in football and basketball games use that in like commentary. Like immediately. So you already got that kind of clout. All of us as a brand are trying to get a commercial in the Super Bowl.
Fuck yeah.
So imagine what kind of clout you got when you got free promotion from the NBA itself on every platform.
Yeah, they doing TikTok dances.
Of course the world gonna hear the verse, but let's be real with it. They haven't heard like the whole song. This is why people's attention span is so short. We've been conditioned to it from TikToks, Vines, and stuff. You just need 10 seconds.
That's it.
People have not heard the whole song. They heard "Swear Around the Corner," whoa, whoa.
That's it.
Yeah, I've heard
And
that line.
it makes them feel like big timers back in the day. It takes you to a place where you haven't been in a
they
while
gotta know
with the
the bounce
limerick.
to it.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
lot of
Exactly.
reason.
But this is why I'm just gonna sub out to the Kendrick and Drake thing for a minute. When people sit there and go back and forth with me and
We
be like,
discuss
I like
that in a minute.
I know I'm gonna come back to it, but when they come to me and be like, I love Kendrick and this and I'm like, y'all faking it because he dropped like 6-7 disses. Rap me any of the other ones. You're gonna rap me not like us for a reason. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But I feel like people like Jello and stuff, the companies are doing exactly what they're out to do. They're looking for something. If you're a basketball team and you find a 6'7" dude that can dunk from the 3-point line, sign him immediately. If anybody's looking over in that direction, even if he can't do it like that, we still got 30 million eyes on him, sign him.
Look, careful to shit all over this song.
Anybody, right? I mean, but being real, I don't think it's a good song. I think it's a part that made you feel something, and they're amplifying that part. But when you listen to the whole song, you just waiting for that one part. If I sit there and name a song like Bobby Shmurda, Hot Nigga, what's the part you remember? When
Of course, they threw the hat.
A week ago.
Right?
Hey,
if I
they
sit
threw
there
that
and
hat up and
if I
that shit
say,
never
if I
came
say
down.
Young M.A., name me one major part from a song you remember.
Ooh, that's all I
Stephanie, I got
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you talk to the normal amount of people, they're going for that one thing. And he managed to put that one thing in a song, and it worked for him. But does it have adverse effects on the culture of music and the culture of artists who have worked their ass off for years to really be there? And then not to mention talking about tweaking and stuff, bro, you're the Ball family. Who do you got to spaz out on? If any Ball
Them niggas
family,
really been
but
rich
if any
their
one of them
entire
Ball,
life,
right
yeah.
now, so I'm never big on somebody being gangster out of nowhere.
Right.
If any Ball brother gets into a fight right now, you think it won't be on every platform by the morning? Who you tweaking out on?
Yeah, but I did not to cut you off, I did make sure to listen to some of the words to see if he was going to talk that gangster shit.
I know, but catch me
definitely did.
swerving around the car, tweaking for sure. Tweaking on what?
Right.
And then
Tweaking,
wearing a
let
whole.
this bitch go.
I mean, I'm saying
Right.
tweaking on what? The grilled out persona and everything.
Right.
I not Jello, but I feel like it came from a part of culture where
You wanna be hard.
When
You
you
wanna
got
be
when you
gangster.
got to rebrand yourself.
You
They
can
know
he
that
can.
shit is gonna
I know,
go.
but I'm saying, but we all know what happened. I'm not bringing up his past because I don't want to hold nobody to that.
Mike Irvin's son did the same
but
shit.
Out of all three of the brothers, who did something that really kind of hurt the family name?
Him.
And he had to, and for that very exact reason, your PR person's like, hey, stay out the background. You stay in the background, stay out of the public eye.
Yeah.
We need to die down what happened. We need to light off of you, and then when you come back out, what you gonna come back out as? Lonzo and Melo already got the B-ball locked down. NBA and G League are completely different, or whichever league he's in, I don't really know. But he had to rebrand himself on the way, and I think that this was a way to do it for him. They're not gonna accept me as Jello, the ball player. I went to China and stole glasses with a
Right.
rich family.
Right.
They're gonna accept me as this
ain't
younger
mad at it.
generation gonna slide with my music, and I'm not rocking with it. That part, again, you got a part. And I'm sitting here and asking you about splicitous, building blocks, how you write songs, what's your song structure? You don't know none of that, I guarantee it. I've listened to the rap.
That's true, yeah.
So if they're going for entertainment, the trending things loves momentary clips, I'm gonna give you got the hype. And hype is only hype.
Temporary.
Vanilla Ice had hype, and when he went on Arsenio, just like this podcast, my boy Arsenio was like, hey, listen, I don't care about the crowd you're trying to turn against me. You stealing from the culture and getting the credit for it.
There it is.
So,
I ain't mad at the song.
I mean, I'm mad at the song. I'm mad at the song. I'm mad at the song. No, but I'm mad. I'm not mad at the song. I'm just mad at the fact that there are people that really, really, really avidly want to do it, and it's like they deserve a lot of credit. And I'm not saying to compare the two, but it's like
what
because
about-
of who you are and your last name, it carried a lot of weight.
sure.
They like the record label. No, we win either way. He's a ball.
Yeah. So what about the part about if you feel like it's something to, if I scroll past some shit enough times, it can trick my brain into thinking some shit is dope when it ain't? Do you
Oh,
feel
that's
like-
accurate.
But
That's called groupthink.
But that's marketing anyway.
Yeah.
When you go into the how many times have we went grocery shopping? But you don't never be wanting no Reese cup or no Twizzlers and stuff like that. But when you standing in that front line and right to the right of you, was a big old Snicker bar right there in my face. And then you be driving and then it melt like down the road like a day later because it's been in your car.
I don't eat that shit, but
I know, but
what you're saying.
whenever you got a taste for it, right? But you didn't want it, it was just advertised constantly in your face. So yeah, I just feel like it was pushed into a lot of stuff that I learned about, like him, was against my will, like involuntary. I never looked up the Kardashians ever, but I know so much about them.
Right.
So how much people talk about them.
Yeah, you
I'm a
can't
barber, so when they come in there, hey, you see what happened with Kanye last night? Of course I can't run from it.
Yeah, you're going to find out if you
But
don't
against
know.
my will.
Yeah.
So when somebody come in here, every young dude I cut, hey, catch me tweaking for the show. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, right.
They will the bullshit.
But none of them ever came in here and rapped any other part. So again, it's not the song.
It's that
It's that
little-
part. And those companies are after entertainers too, as well as talent.
Soundbite.
We want entertainment. You might Pac might have been the big draw, and Biggie was the draw, but we still need fillers everywhere else.
Absolutely.
And people like them are fillers for the people who aren't looking on more in depth. This Tribe Called Culture, but somebody want to watch TikTok with a dude farting on camera all day long. They don't want the substance.
I ain't mad at my man.
So we gotta have people like
his
them.
moment after, like you say, his brother.
No, you got the right. You have the right. You have the right to feel any kind of way.
I do feel like it was kind of wild how that shit just kind of forced on. Just like you say, that one little clip part.
It'll take you far.
Just like then everybody just convinced that that's a slap.
I mean,
that's one of them ones.
But like
niggas ain't gonna be listening to that song in February.
I mean, but it's just
somebody this nigga done got on Rolling Loud, Def Jam. First of all, who the fuck is still signing to Def Jam? If we being real, they don't got nobody. None of the big names they had is still over there.
Well, that's why the merger had to happen. Def Jam Universal, because remember that they reached out to me last year. I got reached out to by Universal, Def Jam, and that's why together basically
dead jam right now.
I mean, but Universal has. No, Taylor Swift.
Universal still lit, but Def Jam ain't.
But when you bring it in, when you
hear that name still carries
I think
weight.
the biggest name they got over there right now is Benny the Butcher. Shout out to him, he dope. But
of course,
as far as mainstream successful artists, they don't have no big.
In the spirit of collusion, with them kind of being, in cahoots with Universal, and Universal is just like the word says. When you got somebody like Taylor. I don't care who else on the list is small, in my opinion.
This is kind of off. So Griselda as a whole is signed to Def Jam or just Benny? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, it is ridiculous though because he dropped a song on January 3rd?
Yeah,
right, bro. And but right now, allegedly, of course,
what
I haven't
about all
got
the wax songs this nigga put out? You gonna give him 13 million?
Right when I come back, you giving him 13 million, 8 million guaranteed, and control over your songs, ownership of your record label. That's the deal.
This might be a distro.
That never goes to nobody else.
But this might be a distro deal. I don't think I could be wrong. I have not done any research.
I know, but 8 million guaranteed with control over. Listen,
all the rights to your music allegedly.
The bullet points. The bullet points for the deal are $13 million, 8 million guaranteed, control and ownership of your music and your own label.
Wild to me.
Yeah, but. Most artists who get signed get their own record deal. I mean,
but not ownership though.
The
best two deals are Drake's and Bad Bunny's. Those are like the best two deals.
I'm just saying, who came out of Dream Chasers? Nobody.
Yeah, but I mean, giving him ownership over his own stuff, they smart.
Ownership is cool.
I know, but also look, I think that was also one of those in disguise. They know they're fail safes because guess what? Yeah. You own it, so if it take, that's on you.
That's what I'm saying.
And that means, but the thing is this: you marrying a woman of your dreams, and you like, I'm gonna get a prenup. That shows you thinking there's a chance we might not make it.
But if I slide you $8 million and I make 5 on top of that,
they're gonna make more regardless.
That's what I'm saying. So
that $8 million is nothing.
Lost. They didn't pay for the beat. They didn't pay for the recording time. It's literally we're gonna probably distribute it. Have a good day.
It's big to me. It's bigger than the money. It's the message of what it's sending by just doing it for him.
But he ain't the first person to have a bullshit single.
No, but I mean, we talking about a ball player whose family is all ball players. Ball players whose family all got got NBA contracts or basketball contracts and a name no matter what. He can't fail.
Exactly.
You can't fail. You already
not rap.
But they can't. But he can't fail.
I could have rapped.
He can't fail though. He can't fail. So with them, they're winning. They won our way around because he can't fail.
Fair enough.
Even if you fail in music, you still a ball.
Exactly.
Your failure will be big enough for you to make money off of it.
Exactly.
Tyler Perry put bad wigs in his movies on purpose so you can talk about it on social media and watch it just to see the bad wig.
Man, what you got next, Cam? What's next?
Man, we gonna move on.
In a way, they really said they believe he's gonna fail. Like if you give you ownership, if you lose, that's on you.
We just gave him 15, 20 minutes. Fuck it. Fuck the balls, pause.
Fuck the balls, pause. Subscribe to the tribe, baby.
Hey, subscribe to the tribe,
man. All right, so we're going to go to new music releases. And before we discuss the mainstream releases, there's some indie releases that we got.
We always get them shine first.
That we that's what we do around here. So, my man just told you he done dropped 3 singles on your head in just these first couple weeks.
Go check out They Know What They Did. If you don't know what they did, if you don't know me from Adam and Eve, go and listen to They Know What They Did. That song speaks for not just me. Or him. I don't even got to know you, but I guarantee it speak for you. Because
shit, you know what you did.
That's the mantra for the year. So go ahead.
So yes, They Know What They Did. That dog, go and get him, got him. Yeah, y'all check my boy out. All right. My dog Rick the Ruler. Shout out Rick. Shout out Rick.
I fuck with it.
It'll never be the same. Y'all, if you ain't heard that, go spin that.
My favorite song on that album is I.
Yeah.
I was nice to really hear Rick in a introspective way. Because of course he talked that street talk.
He thought that talk.
But it was nice to hear him in a very introspective way. I didn't know that about his
Yeah,
sister.
shout out Rick Ruler, man. My boy be sliding.
It was dope. It was a dope EP. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Shout out my boy Rick. I enjoyed it. And then Platt dropped that single Cherry Pie.
Cherry
That shit
Pie.
hard,
Hey,
man.
Platt straight
Shout out
job.
to Platt, man.
Platt straight job. I worked with Platt on the horror. We
Word.
did the horror mashup for Halloween.
I got that. I got that on my phone.
Yeah, the horror.
I liked it.
Hey, man, appreciate
Yes,
this.
sir,
We
yes,
did
sir, yes,
that.
sir.
Like he did. He killed this verse.
Yeah, y'all did y'all thing.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Platt straight
Shout out
job.
to
Fire.
Platt, man. Shout out to Rick.
What's BGR Marv? What's Marv?
Oh, BBG Marv.
BBG Marv.
BBG Marv.
I'm just learning him, so I'm sorry for butchering the name just
Yeah,
now.
that's all good.
But I just shared it on my page.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did
very
one.
dope. Did TC's drop this past?
That was in December.
That was in December.
In December, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Right around my birthday.
Yeah,
I
there
think
you
the day before. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to
Wait, have we
TC.
done the episode since then?
Yeah, we spoke on that last episode.
Okay.
Hell yeah. All right, so mainstream releases, the Lil Baby Wham album. We talked last episode that it was coming out. Have you heard it, bro? I know you heard it. You say you
I listened to a track or two.
That's it?
I'm gonna listen to it
No
all.
judgment, no judgment.
I'm gonna listen to it all. I'm gonna be real. I'm not.
So you ain't heard it in its entirety yet.
Yeah, I'm not. So I've seen Baby in person. I actually was. I worked at a concert called Day in Vegas years ago, a couple years ago, and I was there to cut any and all artists and they entourage and show staff. So that meant I'm out here with. I'm back with them. I'm backstage everywhere. I'm over there chilling in the combo with Freddie Gibbs, Polo G. I'm over there. I'm talking to what's the name? The two on Tinashe. I'm with everybody. And I see Baby, so I listen to him in person. He performs incredible and stuff like that, and I like him. But just from what I listened to here recent and that, I can tell it's different writing.
Okay, I saw that online. I noticed a lot of people
It's
was
different.
like,
The not saying that he's fell off, but I
No,
love
people say
Lil Baby. It
his
just sounds
content
different. So I haven't heard it in depth. So I'm gonna let y'all have that.
no,
one,
that's
'cause I
all
haven't heard
good.
it Wham yet.
I've listened. You wanna go?
Do your thoughts first, bro.
Okay, so
I'll
I
give you
listened
mine,
to
bro.
it. I saw some of the criticism online that people were talking about how he act like he ain't rapping that street shit anymore. For myself and my ears, oddly enough, I will say this album gives off a very apologetic or remorse type of vibe to it. But I wasn't mad at it. I enjoyed it. He got a song on there literally called Sorry. I
like that one.
Yeah, I like that too. A lot of the slower songs I enjoyed. I enjoyed the project as a whole. I know somebody gonna come back and be like, "But you ain't like Kendrick? What the fuck, nigga? You ain't motherfucker." No, I enjoyed
Kendrick
Wham.
be at your neck, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
I want to listen, boy. I can't wait to get that topic because I feel so strongly. But go
You
ahead.
gonna get though.
Nah, so
All right.
I enjoyed Wham. And then for people who are giving him a lot of criticism or pushback for not excessively talking street shit, he's also not day to day in the streets.
None of them are though no more.
Exactly.
I'm saying.
I mean, I do have a thought because of what you said right there. I just
Yeah.
say one thing
yeah.
on it. This black folk, and not just black folk, but aside from that culture, the culture, because there are all kind of people in the culture, light, Latino, black, dark, don't matter, white. But the culture of black, especially in our communities, we have got to stop trapping ourselves in this box. How come everybody in the world has gotten to change but us? Has
We
had
just
the
talked about
opportunity
when we
to
started
change.
the camera,
Like
yeah.
we was talking about that. Like
Yeah.
this is the problem with us. And this is something I'm big on. I'm just gonna use my daddy for a reference real quick.
Oh, do that.
My mom and my dad, growing up, we moved from Virginia back in '95 to here. So when I came here, my dad has never visited me here in my whole life of living in South Carolina.
Okay.
My dad ain't a deadbeat.
Okay.
I don't know the dynamics of my father and my mom's relationship before me.
Right.
I don't know if she was mean to him, if he was
Right.
evil
They
to
was
her.
in a relationship
I don't know what
before
caused
you,
the fallout. I
yeah.
don't know why he didn't come here. We parents now, but you've had an ex where you just don't know, boy. She crazy. That's why I ain't came to see you.
Yeah.
She crazy. She used you to get to me. So I don't know exactly the dynamics of that. So I'm not gonna hold him to that. So I'm allowing him to be the father he can be now. Right? And one thing I'm big on is if we ask people to change and allow them to, we can't sit here and watch somebody get killed from a rap beef or two opposing teams and then be like, man, this shit gotta change.
Right.
And then when a rapper rap, man, he's soft.
I respect
What do y'all want? Do y'all want stronger murderers or do y'all want peace and
What I would
unity?
say is for this particular album, I enjoyed what he was
Enjoy
talking
for the lyrical
about.
content.
Yeah,
If
it
it's good
wasn't
lyrical content.
it wasn't trash. He still was talking street shit. It just wasn't very specific.
I just
You
hate
know
how
what
we.
I'm
I just hate how we always have to be society savage.
saying? No, I feel you on that. It was
We
just-
always have to be society savage. Like it was. You ain't talking about you. You can't soft on that. What you mean to tell them kill your mama and your dog and your sister?
Yeah, right. It was less.
Say something now.
It was less.
We always expect
street
to be the
specific
one.
shit,
We
but it
gotta
was
be the
still.
one.
It was still enjoyable. The production was still dope.
Bro.
What'd you feel about it?
I enjoyed some of the production. I don't feel like it was just a no miss. Like this shit, one of them one. This the hardest album he done dropped.
No.
But I don't feel like it was whack. And as far as the content change or the subject matter change that he talking about, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
It's like you said, we want to see growth from our artists. Me personally, some niggas might want to hear the same shit that they was getting from mixtape Lil Baby, but I like to hear growth and seeing niggas polish themselves as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't mad at that. I like the features on it for the most part. I know Glow been on a crazy feature run.
Man, I love Glow. Go
I
ahead.
didn't necessarily like.
Oh, I
that
didn't
was
like
probably-
Rod Wave's feature.
That was probably the weakest Glow feature on this recent run that she been on for me
Yeah.
personally.
See, I'm gonna have to listen to it just so I can come back
Don't
and
listen to it.
hear.
This is one of my
Features-
main things though, and I like Lil Baby and them style of artists, the melodic, the futures, the whatever. I like, you know what I'm saying? But
I didn't enjoy Rod Wave's feature. It was a.
this way I
It
feel
didn't
about.
fit
I feel like the
to me.
melodic auto-tune rappers. He was really monotone. A lot of songs. It was like
It wasn't melody, it was just- yeah.
It wasn't going up and down
Yeah.
with the melody. It was just like flat. So I was like, that part right there kind of bothered me. And I heard that on like 3-4 songs. Like
I agree.
saying like, damn, man, somebody like my engineer wouldn't have let me leave the studio. He was
Right.
like, hey, bro,
Hey,
you gotta
switch that up,
put a
yeah.
little bit more
Yeah.
emotion into it, bro. Make
Yeah.
it sound look so.
My producer definitely not gonna be like, he gonna be like, listen, bro, do
Yeah.
that on the second take,
Yeah.
give me more upbeat. Like, you know, he was right here, go, go.
Shout out
But
to
you know, one time,
and
yeah,
JR
exactly.
Beats.
Yeah,
But it
shout out
seemed like
JR
he was real
Beats.
robotic with his delivery
Beats
on a
ain't
lot.
That's why I keep going back to the Rod Wave. That was like the Rod Wave feature was one of my lowest points of the album. I did not enjoy it. No,
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If
Well,
you
Rod
already,
Wave only did the hook on that song,
But if it's
though.
already
So
not
you
It
high-
didn't add nothing
if it's
to
already
it.
not high energy or upbeat and uplifting, don't add Rod
But I
Wave
like
to it.
Rod
you just
Wave.
gotta understand, he one of them ones that him just being on it gonna make
Rod
that
Wave?
song.
I mean, but his
Normally,
vibe,
yeah.
his vibe is not really just the more upbeat and uplifting.
it-
but I
energetic.
like Rod
So
Wave music.
If the song is already not like that, don't add
it
him to
was
that.
like-
pick your spots on which one you put him on.
It was like Rod
But he
Wave.
one of them cheat code
Somebody gave him
features,
an
though.
anchor. He grabbed the beat and
Yeah.
just jumped into the ocean and pulled that
Yeah.
bitch down.
But
It
it's only a
was
handful of artists that sell what they like. Every time Rod Wave drop, it go crazy. When
Rod
his
Wave,
concerts
he
sell
won-
out.
to me, he
so
won the
just
one.
for having that feature on the album, even if the song ain't that strong, it's gonna help.
How'd you
numbers
feel
and
about
shit.
the feature?
That feature? Well, that's the same one that got the Rollo dude on it too. I like what Rollo did.
Yeah,
Rollo was on it?
Yeah, Rollo was cool.
I'm gonna listen to the album because, like, I love Baby. I mean, Lil Baby, and it's not just per se for the message in the music, even though it is for the message in the music. I love his ability to come from where he came from and still be going where he's going, and then still take what he's talking about and kind of find a way to cultivate it to match more ears than just a street listener.
Okay.
Because to me, that's what Biggie did. He spoke for the streets, the
I
straight
agree.
street dudes.
But for this particular project, I will say, I think this should be the consensus for any feature or any project and feature. If you have somebody on your album, whether it's Cam has a song and has you featured or vice versa, if it's, we talked about Rick and Platt earlier, if they feature one another, or it's Marv, it's Ty Graves, it's anybody from our area, or if it's a mainstream thing, when you have a feature on the song, it's supposed to add something to
yeah,
the song.
add value to it.
Yeah, or what's the point of it?
Yeah.
And for my listening ears, I felt as though Glorilla probably had the best feature, and it wasn't a strong feature. For the is that fair to say?
Yo,
The features didn't really add to the song. They just were
I ain't
part
mad
of
at
the
that.
song.
Yeah.
well, with all that being said,
We done shit all over this album.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
We've been seeing the mixed reviews online, but it did become #1 album.
Yeah, I enjoyed
the
it.
week on Billboard. They say he just barely sold more in the U.S. than Bad Bunny. Now, Bad Bunny,
But he's
is a
international.
global
So,
artist,
yeah.
so you know that's different. But
Yeah, he
as
kills
far as
shit.
U.S. charts, and you know that's how when they post them numbers, it be like
Because we in
it be
America.
fine.
I
press,
don't
you
like
feel
no
me?
numbers
But yeah,
at all, me personally.
But yeah, he dropped that at the right time where he can get that #1, and that's
'Cause what else came out?
important for major label releases. Like we need to
Yeah.
try to get this #1. Why ain't nobody dropping this week? Because you got to be strategic about that. So
Absolutely.
this was his make or break album. Whether people confirm
so?
that this nigga falling, yeah, we talked about that last episode. People were acting like Hey, man.
Oh,
he
yeah,
heard
because
from Baby in like 2 years.
Yeah, because of the Rico shit.
Yeah, all
yeah,
that shit. So
yeah.
they was like, he got to slide on this one, or we might be off of that sound type shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like he did
But this is another reason why context of what you spit about is important.
Yeah.
Imagine this. What's more important? What you chose to do in life, your passion, your contribution to your people. You're rapping for the culture. Black and white, this is my thing. You either in or you out. And when you make it sound like black and white, you speaking for the culture now.
I agree, but on the grand scale of things, it's micro versus macro.
Yeah, micro versus macro, but like the thing
Like a
is,
motherfucker.
every decision you make matters, right?
Of course.
As a family man, you're a family man, I'm a family man, you're a family man. But if you decide to go with this dude right here and they say we're going to pull a lick, you about to put in jeopardy your kids having a father, your spouse having a partner, your house having balance.
But we're talking about consumers of the music. They don't care about that part.
Yeah, but
which is it's not
they
fair.
Well,
but
they don't care as long as they get the end result
exactly.
they want.
The fire ass music, that bitch was slapping.
But the thing is, knowing as an artist, this choice will affect my ability to give you the very thing I'm famous for.
Of course.
I'm real big on wanting to know why celebrities want to still be famous once they stop doing what they're famous for. Like Bow Wow. I use it for a perfect example.
Yes, sir.
Everybody know how I feel about Bow Wow. Ain't beef, but it's like this. And they know, everybody who know me know, but it's like this. Why are you still fighting to be relevant when I haven't even heard you put out new music? That's the majority of what you're famous
Because
for.
most of his life has been famous.
You know what I'm saying though? But the thing is this, people, that's a different kind of drug fame is. But it's like, if you don't even do what you got famous for, why you still want to be famous?
Hey, I like Lottery Ticket, though. That was
Let's do it then. What's the next album?
They were talking about that. They were talking about that.
He take us down the rabbit hole.
But shit, it wasn't no more album. He was like the only one in the culture to drop the album, but Joey Badass did drop a song, The Ruler's Back, where people felt like he kind of took some jabs at West Coast rap.
Yeah.
He said something about
I heard that.
too much West Coast dick eating or some shit.
Well, he a New York rapper though.
Yeah, he just felt like
But-
the big splash that they had in 2024 with it was mostly Kendrick. They
That's what I'm
like
about
to
to
try
say.
to group it out like it
That's
was the whole
one
West
artist.
Coast. It
Yeah.
was really mostly Kendrick.
Yeah, it ain't like the game
But
dropped.
I
And
think he was
yeah.
just like, hey, but we still popping shit over here too, though. Ain't like the West just finna run off with it. It was just a competitive shit. He ain't really trying to get into
So
it.
my age is about to show real quick because
Wait, how old are you?
I feel like I'm about to be 40.
Oh, nigga, I'm not ready for it.
I'm getting close. It ain't old in my opinion, but because of the age, I know about a couple of things. And this is a familiar trend with New York and West Coast. If you watch the show called Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix, then they're gonna tell you about whenever NWA came out, there was a New York rapper that took a disdain to what they were doing and was like, y'all some dumb motherfuckers, y'all banging this shit over colors, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. Like West Coast is y'all banging over colors and gangs and dying, nigga. We supposed to be doing better than that. You know, like a lot of New York people will feel a way about West Coast because they're like, we know the origins, and then y'all taking it and turning it into some other bullshit, and that ain't it. New York niggas are never feeling West Coast niggas when they on that level.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. Yeah.
Nah, what do you think of the song? I haven't heard.
Joey Badass?
I like Joey
I listen to. I like Joey Badass.
I think he underrated as a lyricist and an MC. I think he can be up there with some of the
Oh,
ones.
Joey's dope. It just, I don't think he consistently puts out music, but he's also been acting.
And I think his career, he one of the ones that's the talent is there, but his career might be mismanaged, bro.
No, because he be acting too. He been in Canaan, raising
Well,
Canaan.
that's recently, but he was
That's
just a
been-
rapper for the first half of his career and was dope the whole time.
Oh yeah, that
But it was just kind of like he was stuck in the underground realm.
But
And
then
by
he
the
went
time-
commercial, but it's almost, he went commercial not for music, but for acting.
So I'm gonna
He
say
did the movie. He did a movie on Netflix. It's like a short film, like 30 minutes. I don't know if y'all have seen it. I cannot remember the name of it. He's chased by this cop.
it was good. It was a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that shit was dope.
Every day the cop killed him in a different way.
Yeah,
that shit
he
was dope.
kept trying to get away.
And there was
from
no,
him.
but it ended up with no
Wait,
logic.
Yeah,
go
that's
ahead.
not really for nobody.
Yeah,
that shit was
I mean,
dope,
but
though.
like, you know, like this, me personally,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is the part where I'm most ineffective now because I'm big on what I take in and put out. You spoke on it a little bit
Yeah,
earlier.
I've been trying to
as a
be
podcast and stuff, you got
positive
like,
shit.
well, a lot of let's say comedians, they purposely make sure to not listen to other comedians. They don't steal art unintentionally. They don't want to be inspired by the wrong joke and then say the exact same joke without realizing I said the same joke he said just in a different way. Like I'm big on exactly how I shifted my mind. I was in the hood. I've shifted my mind. We grew up in a lot of the same area, and I grew just different time frames of it. But like my brother's doing 38 years in jail. The last one on my mama's side, and the other ones are dead on my mama's side. All my brothers are gone except all my brothers are gone on my mama's side. 3 of them,
God bless.
and I'm the last one. One killed on Christmas, one killed on Mother's Day, one in jail for 38 years.
God damn.
See what I'm saying? And I cut all their hair in their casket, the ones that died, and gave the eulogies and everything. So like, what I'm big on now is I can't speak a lot of stuff and then put something else out. I don't take in, I make sure, and even people like Baby and them, like, it's a reason why I tone it back. Once I hear you talking about certain stuff, again, I never, ever, ever want to be society savage. You're not going to use me. It's enough gangster rappers.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them.
Nah, for
I don't
sure.
want my daughter to emulate none of that. I don't want her friends. I don't
feel
want
that
no
too.
more death. We grown. We follow. We know the difference between listening to a song and not living it out and reenacting
There's
it.
plenty
A
of that shit out there,
16-year-old
man.
does not, who's wanting to earn the admiration of his friends. And these young dudes, we know these YNs. Like, so I want to keep on track. But like, when they hear about somebody talking about switches and Dracos and guns and Glocks and money, they don't want to be like me and you. They don't want to have a yard and a family and stabilization.
I got a backyard. I like it.
See what I'm saying? But they don't want to be like us. They want to be like
back there
them.
flipping them steaks.
So when they hear their
my
favorite coalition, I'm a barber. You know how many young dudes have sat in my chair and I've watched them snap and talk on their stories and jump like, you know what I'm saying? OTL mob, like I'm like, you know, I'm OTL, I'm this and I'm like, bro, you don't live in Chicago. You're not one of King
They
Von's
emulate what
boys.
they see, yeah.
See what I'm saying? So I got a lot of people that follow me. I don't want them to ever be a reason where they lived out something I said and it wasn't real.
Nah, I feel
Because you can live, all y'all favorites are gone. So I'm not gonna knock them, but I'm like, the message is very big. So not to knock Joey or anybody or Gibbs, but it's like once I realize and I turn it on, it's like I'm gonna kill you, murder you. I'm like, bro, listen, how many times have I sat in a room and been a raisin in the sun, and then I realized why they look at us the way
I
they
don't
look
feel
at
like
us.
this song with that. When y'all hear
This
this was just
no, I mean, I'm just saying like in
nigga
general, like
barring
even with the
niggas
Baby
up.
and all
Yeah.
that. Like
He was
I-
just barring niggas up.
I mean,
He
but like
wasn't on
anytime
all
I
that
hear
on
something,
this
I just
song.
start. They get talking about too much murder, drugs, and all that. Like I don't live that lifestyle,
Yeah.
so I don't even want to pretend it.
sure.
Like I can't even pretend.
Well, y'all check that out when
What's
you
the
get
name
them
of it one
on.
more
But that
time?
was Joey Badass, The Ruler's Back was the name of that, and they made a little splash. I think
Word.
one of the West Coast dudes then sent out a rebuttal to it or whatever by now.
And nowadays, thankfully, for the most part, people keep it competitive. It's not.
man.
Yeah.
Them niggas ain't finna meet up.
I mean, but we do still live in the air right now, like where
Oh yeah.
every day.
What you got, Ken?
But the next one before we get out the releases was the Fighting Irish freestyle shit with Drake that they had. It didn't officially come out. but it surfaced online.
So I didn't listen to it
Kinda
just
like
because
a
I want
leak.
to wait until it's out.
Yeah, well, with him with the UMG shit that we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about next, and we don't. Who knows when some shit is gonna be out? Because while you in litigation with the label that has
you
the
putting
rights
out
to
shit,
everything
yeah.
you release, they can put a stop to that type of shit. So
Yeah,
that's
we-
why you got to leak it on people's YouTube channel.
I always feel like it won't. I always feel like the controller and what they have on that level won't be effective because we've seen it before. Gucci, I mean not Gucci, but Jeezy and Ross back in the day. Like labels was preventing them from putting out projects at a certain time because of other artists and timelines and guidelines. So it's like, you know, but look where they are now. They're still major, big, and doing their thing. So years from now, in the grand scheme of things, this will be. It won't be a factor, kind of.
It's a red
So
light
that-
on that side, right?
Red light.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still recording.
So the Fighting Irish joint came out over the dude Conductor producer. You familiar with him, Conductor?
Nah,
All right, well,
that's one of
Con-
the few producers I actually don't know.
Well,
I
he
knew
lit right
heavy
now,
research
man.
on
It's a lot of them niggas who trying to get in their lyrical bag been getting beats from him.
What kind of style is his production?
Like
Like
it's
a
boom
T-Minus?
bap. It's boom bap.
Oh, I love boom
yeah,
bap,
it's
though.
boom bap.
Like a Primo?
Better head out.
with some what's the type of samples I would compare him to? Use like some maybe like some Alchemist
say
type of
very
shit.
Very nice
right,
to
bro, that's
indirectly
right.
meet you, bit dog.
Yeah, man. But yeah, anyway, he dropped that on there, and they saying he was taking jabs at LeBron of all people. And they saying that's based off of
As a producer?
They supposed to be they saying Drake in
Oh,
the
okay.
freestyle.
I would see why though if he did.
But they were saying that he kind of clearly took sides in this
mean,
whole
but all
feud,
of
and
my-
they were supposed to
but
be
listen,
tight for all them years,
I
like
mean,
the early
look,
2010s.
I'm gonna
He
be
was bigging up LeBron in a lot of songs.
Yeah, he
and
was
shit
on the
like
show.
that.
I'm gonna be funky.
And Brian was damn big
I'ma be
riding
funky.
Drake for a long
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna be funky with it. If we cool and all that, and he make a diss song to me and you dancing to it, yeah, you too.
I'm gonna feel away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
feel
definitely
it.
going to because y'all know me better than that. Like,
But at the same time, niggas like, bro, if niggas feel like you didn't get the upper hand in this battle with this dude, why the fuck is you coming out here dissing ball players and shit? Get back at him.
but I'm gonna feel
That's
like-
what the
I'm
majority of
gonna
people want
feel
to
like,
hear,
I'm
though.
gonna feel like watching the people that I rule with enjoy it. To me, it means you've been waiting on somebody to bring me a downfall.
I ain't gonna
feel
say
like
that
that too.
No, I
Me
can't say that. What
Me,
I
I
would
said
say,
me personally.
No, okay. Well, I can't tell y'all how to feel, but I will say I wouldn't take it to that extreme. It's almost like say us
Man,
three.
hold on.
Oh, hear me out. Hear me out.
interrupt. If a nigga diss Skilly and I'm dancing to it on
No, I'm
camera,
finna
you
give
be
you
like,
an example.
"Damn."
I'm finna give you an example.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm gonna say on a smaller scale, if us three chopping it up, and then I'm gonna not him, obviously, a person over there, we all having a good time, and he crack a joke on me, and y'all laugh, I'm gonna be bothered, but I'm not gonna be super.
No.
Hold on, wait.
But you gotta,
I'm gonna
you
be
gotta
like,
do the context right,
I
though.
am.
It
So,
matters.
but
That's different.
Hear me
That-
out.
A
Let me
joke,
go.
that
Y'all
joke would be in good
Go ahead,
spirits.
go
It's
ahead,
not
go
a
ahead.
beef joke.
but-
That's a good spirit
No,
joke.
hear me out. So if he make a joke, but if y'all laugh hard as a bitch, and I'm looking crazy like, yeah, y'all rolling on the goddamn ground, falling the fuck out, and y'all look at me like, hold on, Skid, I don't think that shit funny. Y'all better stop goddamn laughing.
See what I'm saying? But in a good
So it
spirit.
depends on.
But with this beef, there is no
Mustard
difference. I
been
know,
on the
but-
goddamn radio for the last 6 months. What you want him to do?
But we already know this beef is not in good spirits. It's malice.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So y'all in his video like DeRozan. I'm watching Drake and DeRozan go
DeRozan
back.
riding for LA though. He's LA.
I
That
know, but
nigga
like-
was in Toronto for a decade.
But
Nigga, he
Drake-
ain't from Toronto.
Man.
But him and Drake been
Hell,
friends though.
they
They had a
were tight
commercial.
like that for
Remember
that
the
whole
commercial with
decade,
him
bro.
and
He coming to my house and
Drake
shit, bro.
and Will Ferrell was playing the coach on the
Man,
team.
they all
one day, and
goddamn rich. What the fuck they mad
They
about?
supposed to be friends
Oh,
though.
man, I ain't
Like I'm
mad.
just
If I
saying,
feel like we had
make sure
fun
using
as
malice.
friends-
Malice.
Of course.
No.
You clearly is
Look,
on, you in the
if we
video. They
cool,
calling me a
if we
PDO.
cool, if we
Hell
cool,
no,
if we
man.
cool, and if we cool, and he doing something with malice, and you engage
Hell
in.
Hey,
Nah.
like I said, don't be laughing at that motherfucker joke too hard, okay?
Hell
Goddamn.
nah, man. That's
I
something.
listen,
I'll be laughing too much.
I love you, bro.
Damn
Hey, love you, bro. Laugh at it as hard as you want, but if it's with malice and you find it funny,
I don't give a fuck if it's in good
If a nigga
spirit.
call you a PDL,
well, you different.
like,
But he's
Nah,
doing
do
the
that,
LPDL.
bro. Yeah,
I
do
mean,
that shit.
Cause
bro.
I wait till we get to that conversation.
That shit funny about that.
I would debate with anybody on this conversation in that whole Drake
Okay.
and wasn't in conversation with
So
it.
that
quick
song
question.
surface, man.
Yes,
He
sir.
took some jabs at LeBron. And some people feel like rightfully so. Like I said, some people feel like, who the fuck cares about you dissing others, nigga? Get back to the
yeah.
nigga that got you looking
Get
crazy.
that nigga.
That's how a
Leave
lot of
LeBron
people is
alone.
feeling, right?
Get that nigga over there.
Okay, so
Y'all again, I don't like no. I personally, I have zero. I can say this right now with full confidence. When, not if, when I'm in that.
Get that
area.
nigga over there.
When
Fuck him.
But when I'm there though, I'm not focused. I'm 0% focused on the diss.
When you where?
in the industry, in the game. When I'm
Oh, yeah.
Let me throw this analogy out there, right?
What you
I
got?
don't care.
What you got?
two niggas is down duking it out in the parking lot.
Strangers or people we know?
Nah, just two random
Oh,
niggas,
yeah.
right? And we all just witnessing this shit, right?
Yeah.
They out there right here in front of the shop, duking it out. Don't do that shit. Don't disrespect my nigga spot. But hypothetically,
don't do
right?
that.
These niggas duking it out.
This
One
camera,
nigga-
we going out there with the camera.
One nigga, according to the masses who watch this shit, got the upper hand on the other nigga. Right?
Washing them.
And instead of him trying to go back after this nigga who got the upper hand in front of everybody, he found another random nigga in the crowd. And
He wanna fight
steal
somebody
on
who
him.
was laughing,
That
yeah.
look goofy as hell.
Of
That's
course.
virtually what he did when he
Yeah,
doing shit like
that's what I
that.
say. Don't worry
Okay,
about
I
him.
can't
Don't
beat
whip
him,
his ass.
but I can beat your
Yeah.
ass.
Well, that nigga who beat you up is still over there,
That shit's stupid to me, bro.
and he's shining like a motherfucker.
But all right, so
And then look, wait. You gotta think the Super Bowl is in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And it's gonna fire that shit back up.
Yeah.
Mustard! Am I wrong?
I can't wait. The music I'm making right now, and I did release 3 singles at the beginning of the year, right out the back, and I'm coming out the gate for this first month of the year with 4 music videos a week, a music video per week. And it's just until the world know that we really like that. Not me. You gonna hear me say we a lot, and I know black people usually don't like to hear that we word. If you ever want to make black folk mad, just say we.
We.
Like you know, we be at the
what
job.
you
when
mean we?
You know when you back in the background, you talking about your boss, and you don't like it on your
Yeah.
break, and then I go back in, I'm like, you know, man, we sick of this shit. Me and Cam on time.
You like, nigga, who was we? Who was we?
Hey, I know I don't like it. I need this job. I don't like it like that, but I need this job.
Hell yeah.
But now, like, I'm around a collective of people going hard. Look what we had, a Tribe Called Culture. Consistency. And I was telling Mo the other day, I watched the Consistency Matters, and I was like, you know, it's a factual thing. They're right. And I don't have a problem with consistency. I have a problem with there not being enough time in the day. So if I'm going to go ahead and do everything with photography, videography, music, hair, art, be consistent no matter what. You chose to do that many things. So it ain't no excuses saying I got a full plate, or they say you ask when you ask to eat. So I'm going hard with a lot of singles and stuff. And now the music I'm making, I'm really aiming at speaking, using the music as an amplified voice, just like at the roots of it all, to speak for mass collective of people. One of my favorite artists right now is doing that, Bad Bunny. He's speaking heavy for Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? And his music is so influential, he's trying to make them isolate, basically give Puerto Rico back to the people. Like, he's really a music artist. We got politicians and presidents, and we don't get into that. But a music artist right now is basically using his voice in songs to bring freedom to his people. that's what music is for.
Almost like some Bob Marley type shit.
I mean, yeah, Bob Marley, you know, he made
example.
people that was enemies come hug on stage.
Good damn example, bro.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, and they,
hey, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And like, just think about that. I know we thinking about how many chains we can get from a lot of people, and how many, I'm gonna kill them with this outfit, and boy, they was all on me, the girls, and that's cool, and I ain't never gonna knock that. But I'm like, I remember being a part of a culture of music where I'm listening to Fight the Power and the Message. New York was a different place in that stomping ground back then, and artists like Flavor Flav and them, and Public Enemy #1, The Message, Curtis Blow, all them people were using their songs.
Shout out to Melly Mel.
Shout out to Melly Mel, you feel me? But they was, and even when they beat, it was with respect. The bridge is over, South Bronx. Let's let the words talk for us. I ain't gonna kill you.
Right.
I'm gonna kill you on this mic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Down in Florida with Jay Prince and them. My boy, he was a boxer. With a D. He said, if I think about you getting broke up with or you get fired, I'm gonna use it against you on the stage. Ain't personal.
You're right.
It's the culture of music. So now I'm dropping singles and stuff. I'm using the music to speak for the culture.
Okay.
A Tribe Called Culture.
You heard it, man. You know what's going on.
Hey.
Like we said, he done started out this 2025 with a bang. He done gave y'all 3 bangers just out the gate. He giving you visuals with him. The visuals going crazy, bro. So let me ask you this. Is you just you dropping singles, or are these all coming on a project that's coming, or are you just saying I'm just finna give them bops as singles and fuck a project? How you plan on going about it? Like
I'm gonna load them up with singles immediately because I'm not chasing fame. I don't want to be famous. I want to work so hard I can't be ignored. So.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
And that's something we've always said on our in the hair world when we travel and teach hair shows and stuff over the years. I like that. But it's like in the hair world, we always big on under promise, over deliver. So if you come to me and be like, yo, I want to get this fade, I want my beard to grow out like Ross's. If you got whiskers, I'm not gonna tell you can get a beard because I might be lying to you. I can tell you, hey, I'm working on it to get you this new style. I'm gonna have you loving it. You know what I'm saying? So my goal is to make you be like, bro, you did this to the max. I didn't want to. So like, but if you got people saying, can you see me? Or you didn't see my song? Oh man, I didn't even know you rap. How you didn't know I rap if everywhere you go, they playing it?
It's in your face.
Everywhere you go, smell like one song from mine, even if it's one. Or if every open mic you at, I'm there. So it's, I'm going to drop single after single until they can't, until it's undeniable.
all right, so I like that approach. So is there an album coming eventually after the single?
I got multiple albums planned already.
Okay.
When I tell you I got multiple albums planned, I understand, again, we're in a climate now where music is easy for everybody to do. Yeah. And I'm not going to say easy because it's accessible. It's doable. Yeah. But, like, I take music personally to a different degree, and I know it's cliche when they be like, y'all don't do music, I do music. Yeah, they do music too. But what are you trying to use it for versus me? And I just referenced Bad Bunny a while ago, and I'm glad I did that because off camera, my boy Nesty's here right here. Shout out my boy Nesty Velasquez. But Nesty can tell you because he's Puerto Rican. And I want you to elaborate just for not even 10 seconds. But you was telling me about, you were showing me stuff with Bad Bunny the other day that I didn't know already, beyond the music. He is literally fighting for basically the exoneration of Puerto Rico from everybody else. Give us back our country.
Go ahead, hold on. I got you.
Right there. I mean, pop in here real quick.
I literally just saw.
It's my boy. Pop in. Because I mean, it's useful.
No,
for what we're talking
what
about.
he's doing is next level. Like I literally just saw a video of like a 80, 90-year-old woman listen to Bad Bunny's song and she was crying. What artist is doing that right now?
Like we said, outside of Bob Marley back in the day in Public Enemy,
and this is somebody that can we talk bad on
this?
Yeah,
you can curse all that shit.
There's so many artists out here that cuss in so many ways, and Bad Bunny's known for it. And people who know who Bad Bunny is, they already know that he sings like that. So a person like that, she said, I wish I would have known him better. Because the album, I wish I'd have given him a chance. Because after hearing this album, she thought that she should have given him a chance. You know, because she let the bad words just take her to another.
But imagine that, right? So she never really knew Bunny. She knew of Bunny, and she never gave him a chance like that. But she listened to the music and actually listened. And now she's like, wait a minute. Not only is he got a great message and a great musician, but he's actually using his powers to try to give you back something that's taken from me.
Yeah.
You know, everything is affected by it.
And the title of the album is called I Should Have Taken More Pictures. That's heavy.
And you know, like,
heavy.
Bunny is like the Latino Drake. Let's just be real. He's the Latin Drake.
I don't even know his music, but I know who he is.
He's the Latin Drake.
yeah, he
like
big.
we wouldn't know
It
it.
cuts deep. It cuts deep.
But how many people have you ever heard of? See, we got one. We got one of us who really fought for us like that. The president was scared of Pop. Remember, they went on a broadcast and was like, "Don't listen to him." Why would they say that?
Right.
You know who does that? Children who are lying. You know, we got how many of y'all got more than one kid?
I got 3.
Yo,
I got. You know what do a kid do when they did something wrong and they're still about to tell? They come and tell you before they can tell. Hey, look, he about to tell you that I knocked the lamp down, but he lying.
Right.
Why would you come and tell me that specific thing unless you did what he said you did?
Exactly.
Right?
That's hard.
So for a president to be like, y'all don't listen to him. You got bigger fish to fry, Mr. President. We're talking about America. And you telling us not to listen to a rapper? So I've always felt inspired to go and finish what he started for us. He told us that. He said, I'm not saying I would spark. He said, I'm not saying I will be the voice that changes the world, but I guarantee I'll be the spark that sparks the mind that does change the world. And I took that very personal. I don't think I'm another Pac, but I think I have power because of what he told me.
powerful shit, my boy.
Okay,
Shit,
so
man.
I got a question for you.
And I'm building up to the album was basically the single. I don't want to get away from the question. I'm doing a lot of singles because I know that there's supply and demand, and I know y'all don't know me from a blade of grass right now and amongst a field of grass, but y'all will. I'm gonna become a very big tree. So I'm willing to take and build the work up. I'm willing to take my time. I know it takes time, and y'all are worth me taking that time to give y'all something great.
Okay, so is there anything specific that sparked all of this, specifically this change for 2025? Or, I mean, obviously you've been having this ambitious mindset, but there had to be something that was like, 2025 is when I'm going to implement.
So last year, I think we can all agree, was last year was major eventful in so many ways. We can talk about Cat. We know some of the biggest things ever. The Cat Williams, the LeBron James and his son playing ball. Man, a lot of Black history was made. But now I'm gonna say this on the camera because I want it to be said because I have a very strong opinion. But like, what happened with Cat really boosted me, and I'm gonna say that. And not
Like a battery in your back, or
what happened with it was because how everybody took it. We see how powerful negativity is.
oh hell yeah.
Right? I mean, like, let's be real here. I can be like, yo, I'm a barber. I got some good cuts going down. Here goes my work. And I might get a few shares. But if you go live right now and be like, yo, a fight at the barbershop.
Oh, they own it.
Everybody gonna share it. By the morning, 23K views. Fight in Greenville Barbershop. Everybody share it.
Yeah.
Look how quick. Y'all seen these positive brothers doing something, and we told you about it, and we showed you, y'all didn't win there. We put a little bit of negativity in the mix. It ate it a lot.
Everybody likes to
Right,
watch
they
a car
loved
crash.
it. And I watched that, and out of that whole thing with Cat Williams and the Shade thing, it took a few things I noted. Number one, it was so negative that everybody couldn't get enough of it. That's the formula for movies. Jerry Springer did it. I'm not mad. I'm not going to villainize Cat because he did what a lot of people did. Jerry Springer's show was in the dirt, and the ratings were in the trash when he first started. Jerry Springer. But then somebody came along and said, "Look, let's make it ratchet."
Yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, that's exactly what happened. They eat up violence, ratchet, messiness. Let's put it on the show and see how it does. Went wild, right?
Yeah.
So when I saw that and I thought about myself, I was like, all these people that you talked about and talked down on, and shout out Cat Williams, I wish the best for him like anybody else. But instead of doing all that, why ain't you helping them? Like, if I'm on the show saying that I was never given these opportunities, and I'm also telling you I got money, or at least I had it, then why don't, if I'm saying all the artists in Greenville don't get a shot, all they need is a big stage and this and that. If I got the money, why don't I put it behind them then? Instead of me getting here saying, you know what, Camo, I remember one time we did a show and he used a line that I said, he just changed it around a little bit. Why don't I be like, well, you know what, I'm starting a new label here in Greenville. I'm gonna pay for the shows, I'm gonna have the lighting, and y'all can be on my thing, and then when we get paid, instead of you being the next artist a year from now saying I got jacked on my deal, why don't I go ahead and keep it real with you? Since I'm tired of seeing it and I'm in a position.
Okay.
Right? Instead of going there saying Steve said all them, they did this to me, they didn't do this and that, they didn't the company screwed me over. That's never gonna go away if it happened behind you. But do you want to go forward with positivity, or do you want to change that? Are you telling that to the world in an effort to make those people treat you and other people different? Or are you telling it to the world to get the points from being the victim? I'm not finna sit up here and be like, man, Charcoal Culture did me wrong, Camo did me wrong. I'm finna be like, listen, artists, I know there's a lot of people out here that would never give you the proper chance. If you do a show with me and they pay us $1,000, you get 500, I get 500. Instead of you get 30 and I get 8, 9,
So
70.
essentially it boils down to you just chose to be more positive.
Well, I just learned that people in power, the ones that were talked about and the one doing the talking, these people are listened to no matter what. They listen to what Cat said and they look for everybody's response.
Yeah.
People ain't gonna hear me until I put myself in a position for them to listen to me and feel like I'm worth it. So I'm gonna hustle that hard to get in that position, but I'm not gonna use that moment once I'm in it to knock anybody down. I want all of us to go up. And I'm understanding that they're not gonna hear Keon and tell Keon. If I make a quote right now and be like, listen, it's not, be willing to outwork anybody without competing with, be willing to outwork everybody without competing with anybody but yourself. If I say that, they'll be like, that's cool. But if Will Smith say it, 100K shares.
Right.
So basically what I took is people in these positions, they got the eyes and the ears. And no matter how genuine and sincere I am with the stuff I'm doing, they won't hear me until they feel like I have the value to be listened to. So they lit my fire like, you know what? I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do it, but I'm going to go in there and when I get in the light, it's not going to be anything you expected from us.
Yo.
Like the documentary, when they see us. When you see us from now, I want to redefine what happens when they see us. I want it to only be associated with success, with brotherhood, not with, oh man, forget Camo. We never gonna win that way.
Right.
They fear brotherhood. They told Malcolm X, no one man should have all that power. They told Mark, they fear when we together, and it's a reason. And I'm not making it racial. They just fear when the culture comes together because everybody wants the
Y'all
culture.
hear this man, bro.
It's everywhere though.
Man.
It's everywhere. They selling it. They don't like
of
black
these,
and
man.
Latino, but every movie you see got black and Latino references. They doing our dances. They doing our lingo.
Wow.
And they don't like gay people, but they put gay people in every show. It was a gay character in every show or movie to make it hype.
guys forget characters.
I know, but listen. Tell me one of your favorite movies out there, and I'll tell you off the bat.
They know
Baby
what
Boy.
they did.
Baby Boy.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to reel it back
Right?
in.
Yeah,
though,
we
right
won't
to
get
the
too
top.
sad.
Go ahead. But I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying is the culture of everything, the Tribe Called Culture. I'm big on culture, and I realize the culture of things, whether it's me being rich or famous, me having power or not, me being something you can use the game. I know record labels want to use us. Use me to the extent you can use me, but I'm going to use you back.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I just want to get myself in a position of power to actually help my people because I can't do it without having it.
I respect that. Well, yeah, man, you heard the man. He got a lot of big ideas and great shit to say, and you can find a lot of that in the music. So tell them where they can follow you at, bro, and hear more of this shit.
On every platform, you can find me at Story the Wordsmith, STORYTHEWORDSMITEH, because a wordsmith is what you would have called a poet, a lyricist, a writer, a composer back in that time, because everything is about the wordplay and how you can get people to see what you're saying. And you can find me on Spotify, Apple, Deezer, Twitch. I'm in every platform around the planet that is streaming music.
I just want to say I like the originality of that. I like that it ain't PEG story or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, right.
Niggas always got 3 letters in
and
the word.
I keep mine very simple. When they be like, "What a story? What's your name mean?" And I'm like, nothing has value without a story. If you came in here right now and I got a dirty pair of Nikes on this table, you'd be like, "Well, get the Nikes off my table." You would demand I get them off your table.
Yeah.
Be like, "Why you got those Nikes?" And but if I tell you these is Jordan's Game 3 shoes from '87, you'd be like, "Bruh,
Leave him up there.
bruh,
Yeah.
But,
get
hey,
them in the
man,
case."
Y'all tap in with Story the Wordsmith. Brother blessed me with a verse on my upcoming project. It's coming real soon, non-negotiable. We got a
I wait
slap
for that
on that
one.
bitch for y'all.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah, man.
Non-negotiable.
We got a super special slap on them for y'all, so make sure y'all tune in for that. It's dropping real soon.
That's
So yeah, man. So we were talking about the Drake fighting Irish shit. Y'all said y'all have heard it.
Yeah, I repeat. I'm waiting for it to come out to hear the full, because what I heard was not a full, like, clear version, and it wasn't just directly the song. Like, I want to be able to analyze this song. I don't want an outside opinion from a person first letting me hear it, so to tell me, like, basically what to look for. I don't want him to be like this, and this, and I'm like, you're right when I hear it. I want to hear Drake.
So should we maybe hold off on this particular topic?
Oh, no, go ahead. I mean, go ahead. No,
I haven't heard it.
Y'all can't influence me. When I first heard it, it was on somebody's Spotify page, and there was a person that was talking before over Drake rapping.
He
And
missed
then,
something.
so I mean, he was like kind of basically saying this is what's going on before I let y'all hear what y'all think of it.
Like a preload.
Yeah, I mean, but I just didn't want to hear his, because I feel like it was kind of being a sway like type of deal. But y'all, if y'all have already heard it, the full thing, I want to hear it. What y'all think?
I haven't heard
I
it.
mean, I thought it was cool, but shit, why we talking about Drake though?
Yes, sir. Go on, hit him with it.
The
Tribe Called Culture.
Tribe Called
Tribe
Culture.
Called Culture.
Tribe, man. We still
Tribe
currently
Called
in the
Culture.
So
sir.
just like while we on the topic of Drake, you know, the whole lawsuit, well, it was actually a petition, but people calling it a lawsuit versus UMG and Spotify. Okay, so
Wait, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. I thought it was the most recent information I saw was he removed the petition, but is keeping the lawsuit. I don't really know the
lawsuit
difference,
there.
and I'm not gonna pretend like I know the difference.
I got confused too because they said he withdrew the petition because they came to an agreement, and the next thing you know, they said But the defamation lawsuit he going through with that.
Okay, so the lawsuit is more
Yeah.
so.
I would absolutely go with that.
Just
definition.
paraphrasing this. Kendrick called me X, Y, and Z. That shit ain't true.
All right, so
Okay, go ahead.
let's do it. Drake claims his label was doing everything it could to pump up Not Like Us because it knew it would devalue Drake's music and brand, and therefore give UMG leverage in future contract negotiations with Drake.
I call bullshit.
I believe it.
Okay, you go. You want to go or you want me to go?
I mean, no, you go ahead, go. You can go.
I call bullshit only because it would be different if he was a very lesser tier. Like, we all know all labels have tiers when it comes to the artists that they've signed. I'm just going to use mainstream names for the example. I know they're not all. Let's say they all signed to Sign Language Productions. If I got Drake, Joey Badass, just because we talked about him earlier, and then let's say a Benny the Butcher. That's three different. Well, Benny and Joey Badass kind of the same tier, but whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna say Drake, Wale, Benny the Butcher.
Yo.
That's let's say that's 1, 2, 3. Just hypothetically, if Drake, which in real life is the number one, he's the number one pretty much across the genre until Kendrick did his whole head busting or whatever. Why, as a label, would I intentionally sabotage my golden egg, so to speak, just to push Kendrick when Kendrick, for one, does not drop regularly enough for me to want to self-sabotage? Does Kendrick go super duper platinum? Of course. But if I got an artist who Kendrick drops every, let's say, 4 years and goes, I don't know, 4, 5, whatever times platinum. But then I got Drake who drops at minimum once a year, give or take. Fair enough?
Yo.
He drops, give or take, once a year. And he goes, whatever, stupid platinum. Why would I sabotage that golden goose for this golden goose that's every 3, 4 years? I
I'll tell you
can't
why,
believe that.
Because the golden goose is trying to get away from you and don't want to re-up with you. So that's why you saying, okay, while we still got control over what's going on in your career, and it ain't even really about Kendrick, it just so happened that lined up with Drake was barking up that tree, so we can just use Kendrick to roll with this. But if I'm trying to get this nigga out the way because he ain't doing what we want him to do as far, I mean, that wouldn't be the first time that's happened with major artists. Like, it's the Michael Jackson thing, you know what I'm saying, with Sony, you know, to like.
No, go ahead.
Nah, I mean, I just feel like it ain't far-fetched to me. I don't know if it's truth to it or not, but just to hear that, I understand that side of it because we've heard stories like that before with superstar level artists that was trying to eventually break away from the machine, and the machine like, wait a minute, because like you just said, that's our golden goose. We make too much money off this nigga, and all right, now he fulfilling his contracts. He one of the rare artists to actually recoup with the majors, because most don't. You
Right,
know?
of course, yeah.
Yeah, but
You definitely
once you
recoup
get
with
Drake
Drake,
level,
yeah,
yeah.
you recoup.
So he recouping, and now he like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like Kanye been trying to do it. Like,
I thought he was
do
kind of separate.
trying to go around going through the streaming and like just doing the traditional route that everybody doing. He trying to find a way to go around that. Like, and I feel like most artists at that level are trying to find a way to do that. Like, they just understanding the leverage they have and the possibility of doing a direct to consumer. And everybody just trying to figure out the way to do that works
Without the
for
machine.
them. And I feel like, I don't know, man. Just it could all be bullshit, like what you saying, but I can see also if this is one of my biggest cash cows, and
I got a question after you
and now you trying to step away. I mean, anytime you seen the 5 heartbeats, nigga.
Of course.
Them niggas the one to leave, and then that nigga was told niggas over the balcony and shit. Like, this shit since the beginning of the music industry type shit. Like, I feel like it ain't far-fetched.
Okay, so this is my question, just before not rebuttal, but my question. Okay, so Drake is, I thought he already did that. Remember when him and Cash Money was having he was breaking away with the, if I'm not mistaken, the joint album with Future, right? It was that, or if you're reading this, nothing, one of those 2 albums.
Yeah.
And that wasn't that, he saw it as that was him fulfilling his obligation.
I think that was the Cash Money part, because...
So he been done with Cash Money.
Yeah, that's been over. It's been OVO,
Yeah, just
OVO
Universal.
Universal.
I mean, I think
OVO
it's-
Republic Universal.
I think it's been a while since they got away with him. But they broke away, but him and Nicki both won out in that kind of team.
Okay, so
yeah.
with that, I'm asking to make sure I don't just talk out my ass. So now he's trying to get away from Universal.
Right.
Okay, well then, damn, now I gotta think about my stance again. Because in my mind, I
It's
was
possible. It
No,
could
it is
all be some
possible. Yeah,
bullshit
yeah.
to save face because people feel like you lost.
Well, I mean,
that's what most people
what
gonna call
he,
it.
what he's saying
But
is
it's possible.
not. What you saying is not far-fetched
yeah,
and
it ain't.
impossible. It actually happens. Like
Yeah.
they don't show you these things, but because of social media now, clips are coming up that are very important. Clips of Michael Jackson in a light of not being any kind of pedophile or any kind
Right,
of
it's just
soft-spoken
him
person.
wanting to be
Where I'm
separate.
standing up saying, "This is what the record label was trying to do to me, so I'm leaving them."
Yeah.
They're gonna try to own. They're telling you basically, like, the thing is, I'm bigger than them, and they know that now. So they're trying to use ways to get the strings on me. That's what he's saying. It's not
No more
far-fetched at
Pinocchio.
all. But not just that. Once you get too big, you can't tell them nothing. Where, like, look, Marshawn Lynch literally retired at the peak of his career.
I'm tired of dealing with this
You see what I'm saying? Though? But what was he saying that year? Listen, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
Like,
And still got
you literally-
fined.
But you literally got but you own the
Right.
league, and you're saying as the owner, like, y'all, I'm gonna put a lid on this guy. And then that guy goes in the media and says, "Can't nobody put no lid on me. I'm him."
Yeah, you're not putting the kibosh.
And he showed he's him.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody mess with him. Bro said, listen, anybody that reporters reporting my man going to a restaurant is like, hey, the fuck out my face.
Yeah.
Because I do something. I don't care about no lawsuit, no money, none of
Yeah.
that. I'm hood.
good,
So, right. So, but what he's saying is relevant. But for me, it's more of they're suing y'all for the flip flopping is we know that everything else has to have a face. Why is the music industry any different? Tom Brady's gone now. Who's the next quarterback?
Yeah, the face of the league, whether it's NBA or
I mean, not just league, but basketball. And they're trying to.
They gonna always have
they're
a new
currently
one,
present trying to find the next spaces right now. LeBron, we're seeing the last run of him.
Right, and
Curry,
Steph is
that run. Not saying that they're going to be weak or
Ant-Man
anything
is
else.
potentially the next
See, it's
one.
Ant-Man, but Ja also cleaned his act up because he ain't been in the news. And
We'll see,
they
follow.
need. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
need that though. They know that. But listen, they were willing to go to an olive branch,
yeah.
to extend a very big olive branch to Ja Morant.
Yeah.
I mean, he had
quit
multiple
playing.
infractions. He passed Gilbert and all of them. And shout out Ja Morant, South Carolina.
What sucks is,
but I'm saying is
that shit ain't even illegal.
But I'm saying it's not legal.
it just don't
But
look
the
good.
thing
Yeah,
is,
it don't
for
look
you to
good.
be our
Yeah.
guy, we can't have you showing.
Right.
Right.
Put that bullshit away. Yeah.
Taylor Swift cuss more in her music than I do. I can tell you factually that.
I mean, she look a little
right?
different than us.
See what I'm saying though? The thing is, that so you can only go so far. We can't let you do too much when you're the face.
So do you agree with Cam? And I actually am changing my stance based on that new information.
Yeah, I mean, but like, even if you took that part out of it, though, the thing is this: I need people that act like somebody didn't do what they didn't do. Like, if your wife today, up and day, you got home at night, she was like, "I'm over us. I want to be single." You like, whoa, wait. Even if you like respect her feelings and all that, baby, we need more than that. I'm gonna need more than that from you, cause like I've been good to you. Bro, listen, I've been clubbing for a long time. I'm almost 40. I mean, we've been clubbing. How often did you go in the club back then? I mean, 220. I mean, Crocs.
La Roca,
I mean, La Roca. I mean, Maui. I mean, Forbes. I mean, Fiddler. I mean, Games. I mean, Moon. I mean, Cream. I can name you every day spot. I went to all of them, right? How often did you walk in and hear Kendrick versus Drake? Drake ran it for this whole time.
Yeah, of course.
So people gonna start acting like they never mess with Drake and they always mess with Kendrick. They're just now coming to that. If they're not a Kendrick fan, then they're just now coming into Kendrick.
Okay. Yes,
So
sir.
I'm saying the industry knows who's the golden goose.
Of course. Yeah.
He's got the Midas touch. Everybody he's ever touched has worked. Drake is Midas.
Yeah.
And they know that, and he's now at the height of a R. Kelly, of a Michael Jackson. He's at that height.
Yeah.
And when they get to that height, you cannot put a leash on them.
Chris Brown was on his way to the reality.
But we need a collaborative effort to put a leverage on him to make sure he doesn't surpass us or we lose that grip. So what he's saying is that essentially we need to find a way to get some leverage on him and get him at least within fighting range.
Okay, so what you got, Ken?
I can hear that side. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying I feel like what you're saying is right. Like, I mean, what both y'all are saying is valid because you're like, why would they? But they would.
But see, that's new information. I didn't know about him trying to leave Universal. I thought he had just
What it boiled down to,
Yes, sir.
they know what they did.
They know what they did.
They know what they did.
know what they did, bro.
go check that out.
Yeah.
On all
Yeah.
streaming platforms.
They know what
Yeah,
they did,
they know what they
basically,
did.
type shit.
Yeah.
Nah, but it was also a text message that was allegedly that Drake sent to somebody talking about, you know, everybody else who tried to challenge the machine, they wrote them off as crazy because they was a little bit too eccentric and shit. But I'm gonna be the one that
they
knocked
know
the
that,
go
though.
down for.
So you feel like
They know
Drake
that, though.
is
He's too-
hip to the bullshit.
I mean, but you got to think he's been too consistent since the beginning with no faults besides people coming at him.
Man, who knows?
I mean, I'm just saying on
Yeah,
the
we don't-
consistency
yeah.
side,
Yeah.
that consistency matters. Y'all talked about that.
Yeah.
And out of him and Drake, who's inconsistent, who hasn't? And I love Kendrick. We said
Like
a
we
while
said,
ago.
Kendrick drops every 3-4 years. Drake dropping years.
So again, keep
Oh,
in mind
yeah.
those little things.
We're gonna put a bow on that one. All right, so real quick, just on some lighter note shit. We're gonna washed up rappers, all right?
Oh shit, let go.
So New Year's Day, January 1st, washed up rapper,
Oh, shit.
Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka had his little run back in the day. Man.
Oh, yeah,
I ain't gonna
yeah,
say little run. Waka Flocka had
No,
his
he had a run.
Anyway,
He had
no
massive
hand. Yeah, he had
he had some ball.
Yeah,
My fault. I shouldn't have. My bad.
Yeah, 2025. I told you, positive energy.
Yeah,
He had a great run
massive-
for his
I heard he
time.
making his comeback this year.
Oh, for real?
Like you plan on, because you know
So
he
what
been
he
in
got?
other lanes and shit, but I heard
Yeah,
he
reality
coming
TV,
back to the
et cetera,
rap
et cetera.
shit. We'll see what happens with that. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
January 1st, he posted a picture on Instagram of him with his face all bruised up and red and look like black eye. And it said something about, I can't believe they let them niggas jump me. I fought 10 niggas and they didn't help. Some of that nature.
Okay.
And then the internet started reacting, and then he posted a video like 2 hours later. It was laughing like, y'all niggas believe that shit?
Oh, he trolled.
Yeah,
I don't really even like the phrase, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a good move. If you Waka Flocka and niggas remember you and your run, like we just and you trying to make a comeback, is that a good move? Do some shit like that out of the blue just to start off 2025. That's how we coming.
If it's solely for PR, it is.
Nah, because you know for this.
I don't know, man.
No. I say no. Remember, I didn't say credibility, street creative. It's solely for PR because it'll get
Just
people
get some
talking about it.
eyeballs.
Well, it'll get us asking why.
Do goofy shit for attention though,
Remember,
man.
that's
Like,
a trend now. I would never. But that's a trend now.
Yeah, it's just certain shit.
guess.
I couldn't do that.
I've never
I couldn't
been
do
that level. I'm not a celebrity at all, let alone that his tier, Michael Jackson tier, Drake tier. I don't think certain activities should be applauded. Like, it's some goofy shit.
That's like, you remember the promoter dude, I forgot dude's name, but the local promoter dude that was doing the shit where they was acting like he got kidnapped and thrown in somebody's car.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
at the
yeah,
end
yeah.
of it, he telling y'all, make sure y'all come to such and such. All right, you did all
Like
that.
Drea
right.
did that. Drea did a joint about like I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like she got
That's
assaulted or
goofy
something
type shit,
weird.
I wouldn't do nothing like that.
Yeah,
Nah, bro, you don't even.
That's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, I think certain lines shouldn't be
y'all
crossed.
saying that shit, but all right. Another washed up rapper. Who? Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Who?
Nah, that shit went viral, man. Over since last episode, this nigga posted a screenshot of somebody saying how much to get you to perform at my son bar mitzvah.
Okay.
And then the nigga say I can do it for 100,000.
And nigga say yeah.
He ain't supposed to respond. That's the thing. And the question, the person who asked him the question didn't even spell bar mitzvah right. So if this is
Because it's Bot's mitzvah.
if this is a person who's really trying to do this, they would know how that shit is spelled. So it
Yeah.
just look crazy. I'm like, is this nigga trolling or he want niggas to really think after all these years
I think
somebody's offering him 100K?
I'm gonna tell you when I think somebody lying when they try to prove it. Because when you tell the truth, you don't gotta prove it. Like I don't need to put a receipt up.
Yeah.
I remember someone on my page and this girl was like, she was a random girl years ago, but she was on there posting her results back from it's
Getting checked out, yeah.
Getting checked, but I'm like, the thing is, it don't matter who implementing what, saying what about
Yeah.
you. That right there makes it look like you lying.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have there's a name for that page or whatever it's called. It's got all your results. I have mine.
But I mean,
But I
why you go
don't
there?
post it on the internet.
I mean, but the thing is this. That don't even if
Oh,
you
it's
did
on my chart. I have my
even
chart.
But I'm saying, even if you did or didn't, why go to the link to prove it to a public?
Yeah, publicly
They have
you're
nothing
not
to do
supposed to
with
prove
it.
that. You only prove that to
but
your significant
but,
other.
But
Yeah.
people you like the LeBron Jordan debate. Have you ever seen Jordan speak on it? Like really?
He's not outwardly. He's
I know,
just
but-
been like
see what I'm saying, though? But
6
why-
rings on the face.
But the thing is this though, why do I have to?
You
Y'all
don't have
speaking
to.
for me.
Yours to go.
Let's speak. My silence will either speak.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon dissed Eminem 4 times. Eminem said who?
never really
He
responded
said
to
who?
it. at all. Yeah.
He said somebody might barely nicked him in a one song.
What
That's
they
it, but
say? They say
either the silence will kill him or that. So
What they say?
why go hard to try to prove I'm making 100K from a show?
Yeah, the moon
You
doesn't
making the
yell
money.
back
It's going
at
to
the
your-
wolf.
It's going to your bank account. Why do it matter what the people think?
Okay.
To me, they're on the outside making money right now.
And we think he corny, but getting his money. Okay, well, I'll say this then. For that particular topic, if this was what Mike Jones and Houston was just flaming hot, I can believe that.
Yeah.
In 2025,
And like, well, how old is a kid when they go? When they get,
100K?
how old is a kid when they get the bar mitzvah? Like 16?
let me not lie. I don't know. I think it's 13.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do
Either
this.
way, them niggas don't know Mike Jones. music,
That's what I was
man.
about to
You
say.
be
They're
paying
not-
on 100K.
I want
not
to get
aware about
if y'all want to interject this into the show for future times, I want
What'd you get?
y'all to use it. This sometimes when someone be, I don't even want to speak. I'm just gonna squint my eyes and like y'all is not good. Look at me. Look. You know what I'm saying? It's about like you don't squint your eyes. We was in the shop one day. We watching Hancock. Me and Clark. True story. Not in here when it was Wavelengths, but when I worked in the shop called Sporty Cuts.
Yes, sir.
It was just a different name before I got it.
Yeah.
So we in here one day just cutting, watching. I'm playing movies like I always do.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm playing Hancock. There's a truck driver in here that comes and get his haircut all the time. The shop is zoned to the movie, and when Hancock came out back in the day, it was Bro watching it, the trucker, he look up at the TV, he like, oh shit, that's what I'm like, yeah. He said, I said, yes, it wasn't called Hancock, superheroes, but he had, dysfunctional. And he looked back at me, he was like, with the straightest face ever, he's like, oh, this your story? But Will Smith flying, nigga, with a truck in his hand, with an SUV, but a whole shot. The whole shot, see what I'm saying?
Subscribe to the tribe.
Whole shot. So listen, so I'm sitting here like this.
True story.
It's not a true, but he's waiting for an answer, because I thought he was joking at first. And then everybody looking, so in this moment, when you start looking around like this, like, wait a minute, you look at me, you like this.
Yeah, cut your clippers off.
He like, so he's waiting for a response. He's really serious. And so I was like this, I was like, nah, it's not a true story like that. He's like, oh, man, it's a good movie. And he walked out and everybody shot. It was a dead silence. We had to gather what just happened.
This nigga said
So
this
like,
is a true
$100K
story.
for about Miss, look at my eyes.
Yeah.
Look, I think it should be I think I should just go ahead and like,
Fuck
give him-
outta here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Who?
Niggas lie every day,
Listen,
B.
It's still
Try
niggas
it.
saying, it's still niggas saying who Mike Jones, who is Mike Jones. So,
in
Come on,
2025, no.
Bro,
When
listen.
Houston was on fire.
But you have to be a special
try.
rapper to get $100K for Bar Mitzvah. That's the Drake or Kendrick number.
Yeah.
Sorry,
bro.
Yes, absolutely.
All
That's
right,
a
man.
good
So
kid,
did y'all see the Jim Jones going in Cam?
Yeah.
Man?
I'm not a big fan of the beef.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
like that,
What
bro.
you got?
I don't like it
I
at
was
all.
just wanting to say, like,
don't
I
like
don't
it
know
all
if
either.
y'all seen it, and I
I don't like
just.
it at all either. But I don't like
Dipset was such an iconic era, bro, for a lot of people.
But you know what hurt me though? The most about all that is these, like you said, was most iconic. These are a pivotal part of hip hop history, right? Oversized hat, Dipset.
Yeah.
They made repetitive rap.
Niggas
art.
was wearing bandanas
But we
around
watching-
the
Yeah,
film.
the
but we watching-
jerseys,
but
the
we-
pink movement.
Yeah,
Like,
but we
yeah,
watching
that
these
was
ones.
a
But
time.
what's more embarrassing is y'all are the ones that taught us the G code in a way.
And they
Y'all were
almost
part of
fucking
them.
it up.
So now we watching y'all mudslink. I would
Yeah,
never.
man.
I would even if me and you fell
It's
out the
messy,
bar,
man.
if me and you fell out and nobody knew about it, if it was
Right.
just me, Cam, and
Just
everybody else
let
knew,
it be.
and they would see us for 3 years later and be like, man, y'all doing the show together, and I just probably like, we think, we'll see.
It's- yeah,
I'm
it's
not.
on the
Instead,
table,
I'm saying
yeah.
if I say
And
we'll
then-
see, I'm really saying I don't fuck with you like that.
Yeah,
no more.
but you ain't telling them.
These dudes is getting one throw something back, you're not gonna say this. Why y'all go? Come on, y'all.
And then the fact that they've already done this, like, what?
more than once.
Yeah, they've done this a few times publicly.
What I would
What you
say
done?
is, what my disappointment in it is,
Y'all
and I
the
sound like an
OGs.
old head.
Y'all the OGs.
Yes, y'all of the generation where you don't have your guns in the YouTube
Yeah,
videos
yeah,
in your story and on your posts.
They
And
did
then-
when they were much younger. Y'all
Right.
grown up now.
And then I don't like that Jim Jones. I do like that Jim Jones paid homage to Mace, and he said it multiple because I saw the clip. Cam pulled all the footage.
yeah.
Jim Jones was
He had
paying
them receipts.
homage to Mace for helping him write and learn how to become a rapper.
Yeah.
And then for Cam to weaponize, I know weaponize is an overused word, but to weaponize it or use it against Jim Jones to basically be like, nigga, you was a groupie, and then we put you on.
Man.
I just,
Anybody do that? I feel like it's whenever a woman be like, you got a small dick though. You
Yeah.
been with him for 6 years and now it's small?
Thank
or
you.
he'll never bathe.
Y'all
Now
was-
you been with him for 6 years but now you're
right.
funky.
Because
Been with him
Jim
for 6 years, now you're
Jones
funky.
was paying respect to Mace for, he said it in multiple clips that they showed.
Yeah.
Yo, Mace showed me how to write, how to structure a song. And then for you to use it against him to try to play him like this nigga was a groupie.
Yeah.
If he was a groupie, why y'all had all this music
To me,
together,
look,
his albums together?
anybody that goes against somebody while they hung with them actively, you cannot, to me, make somebody a lame that you spend a vast amount of time
Yeah,
with.
then why- then you
And
were
turn
lame for
around and-
hanging with
So
them.
exactly, right? And
I don't know the ins and outs of why them niggas is mad at each other to the core, man. I get it
I
that
don't really know
niggas
either.
who've been friends for a long time have fall out.
But don't
I
put
don't
on
like
the
that
internet.
shit though, bro.
Especially because they're like you said, they OGs in music, in the culture. You're not supposed to really. They're moving like young niggas
Yeah.
when it comes to content. Not
Factual.
saying they're not allowed to have beef.
Yeah.
I'm saying for them to be our elder statesmen, y'all are, as far as content goes, y'all are moving like young
Factual.
niggas. Y'all flashing
grown for
metaphorically.
that.
You
But do
flashing
you think
guns and
with Jim seeing Cam and Mace popping now with they shit going on, do you think it is some jealousy there that came out? Because
I think
what
it-
Cam said to trigger that response, what he was responding to was the Cam and 50 Cent interview. When they was just bringing up some shit from back when they was beefing, from when Cam and them was beefing. And it wasn't nothing disrespectful to Jim, but they asked him about it and what he went to. He was like, yeah, them niggas be on my dick.
So that's what Jim said.
Yeah, and it was just like, damn, I don't know why that was his response, because they mentioned him, but they didn't mention him disrespectfully. So
I think so, but
it's like he was already having animosity.
But think about it. Not all of Dipset is acting that way. Jewels is kind of just chilling.
Yeah.
Hellrell is chilling. J.R. Ryder was a late addition to. I was a heavy Dipset fan.
Yeah.
J.R. Ryder was a late addition. He's not acting like that. So I think that I could be wrong. Well, I've never asked. You know what I mean? I don't know these niggas. But if you think about it, maybe Jim Jones is feeling away, and then in return, Cam felt a way to his feeling away.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, I don't like either side acting like this. They kind of acting like I said, young niggas. The analogy is flashing guns and I got receipts and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, and you niggas is 50 plus.
Factual.
Why are y'all acting like this?
Yeah.
Y'all was tight at one point. You don't have to play Jim like he was some corny nigga that was on your dick, and vice versa. Jimmy should not be acting out of character because I don't know these niggas personally, but I've always seen them as thorough ass dudes.
Yeah.
And this don't look
Far as we
thorough.
know.
I mean, yeah, this don't look thorough.
Nah, that shit look messy, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know what them niggas mad about at each other ultimately, but I know this ain't the first time they had the public back and forth, and it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
let
do
that
that shit
be.
in the
This ain't no
background.
21-year-old nigga shit.
Yeah, y'all niggas too down. Come on, man.
I'm 40, so they got to at least be 50. You know what I'm saying? These 50-year-old niggas
Move
is...
on, man. Come
Yeah.
on. But I do feel like he probably a little bit salty because Cam and Mace is
He might be.
reunited, and them niggas got a new career, and he just kind of maybe, who knows? I don't
But
know.
did we see Cam, for lack of a better word, throwing a temper tantrum when Jim was on Love and Hip Hop?
Factual.
Nah.
And that was his
Right. That
second...
was his second moment,
Yeah,
right?
not to the level of Dipset,
Right,
but
still,
it was a moment.
Had him back being talked
Yeah, he was
about,
getting a
yeah.
check. You know what I mean? He was on TV.
Factual.
All right, so what about Elliot Wilson?
Oh, that fuck ass nigga. Fuck Elliot
He
Wilson.
been going on a lot of platforms like hating
Acting like an
on
old
the
nigga.
new media, like athletes turn media or rappers turn media. Have you seen any of
Now, I
that
don't
shit?
even know who is this?
He's a
Elliot
light-skinned
Wilson,
kid. He's a
the
Rap Radar.
light-skinned dude from Rap Radar.
Kinda
Used to
chubby,
be
weird
editor of XXL, I think.
He looked like
him
the
up.
dad from Meet the Fockers. But like,
Elliot,
damn.
what's his name?
Elliot Wilson. Google him real quick.
You probably not seen a
You
nigga
don't see
on a
this.
hip
As soon
hop
as you see
show
his face,
before
you'll
or
know
some
what we're talking
shit.
about.
some
I'm not
type of
mad
clip.
at him for being disgruntled. I don't like how he's acting with his disgruntled. I know that ain't a real word. Disgruntledness. Like you way too fucking old to be acting like. Let me see.
Yeah, you ain't never seen him?
You don't see him before. You don't see him. He's
He used to be
he's
double
a
XL
staple.
editor back in the day.
As corny as he's been acting, he is
0%
part of the
don't
culture.
know.
He's part of the culture. He's.
I used to have my wall covered with Source and XL
Yeah,
magazines.
me and you both.
He known for interviews and
I'm
writing.
gonna ask you what you think
Right.
about it, then I'm gonna chime back in. How you feel about
I
his?
think the niggas being a hater, bro. I mean,
Yes.
I understand it. If I'm him, I understand this perspective of what he's saying, but the way he going about it is coming off just like a nigga that's seeing shit changing. He's seeing streamers and these young niggas coming up, and the rappers want rather go be on their platforms and talk to them than they rather sit down with me and give me an interview. And that's what I'm used to, because like you said, he used to be in a staple
Yeah.
in hip-hop for this long.
Funk Flex type shit.
Never a problem for me to get the hottest rapper to sit down with me, but now these niggas rather go Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross, or whoever the.
I'm gonna wrap it up for me because y'all know we'll keep going.
No, he's of the like the Funk Flex
Yeah, I
type
mean,
of
I just
generation.
I'm over like all things in competition in combative natures. Like I'm not for no more. Like I don't want no beef. Even if we fell out, bro, like get your money, I'm gonna get my money.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell the coach, like Bryce, I cannot help but think how much we are always the main one tearing our own culture down. And other ones are not focusing on doing that.
Right.
They focusing on propelling. Even if they faking it with each other, they still making it.
And they ain't publicly acting the
We
fool.
look on the other side in
That's
political
real,
natures,
though.
you be like, man, they really hate them, but they don't even like each other.
That's real, though.
But they still putting that aside to get the bread,
Yeah.
to get the advancement. When we still got to get outside help, and I don't want that anymore. I want to end outside help. I want us to be able to take on things from the inside, even if we don't rock with each other. Get your bread over there, I get my bread over here.
Yeah.
Live your life over there. Let's not mudslinging to get it down. It seemed like, man, I'm better than him. I was the right one. I don't even care if I was wrong. It don't feel good in the future if you lost a friend, if they was wrong or you was right, or they was right and you was wrong, if you missed a friendship.
Yeah.
Even if you like, man, he did me wrong, but man, that was my boy. We laughed together. Say he backdoored you with a whole, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's cold. That's cold, but just like 5 Heartbeats. Remember my boy came back, he named his son Duck. We talking about real life things that don't happen. Our parents have forgotten more than we know.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't know to what extent, but it's like, I can't stand anybody. I can't stand it because why y'all tear each other down? Y'all great. You great. And even if you had a run, both y'all got a lot of things that are embarrassing.
Yeah.
So like, why focus on that?
I think Elliot's problem is when everything started transitioning to the digital side of things, to podcasts, to YouTube, or whatever it may or may not be. I think he got lost in the sauce, going from a staple. Okay, so I'm not saying
how it used to be, man.
Yeah, I'm not putting him on the same tier as Angie Martinez, but I mean he was of that cloth, same era. So Angie may not herself did the transition to the digital era, but I'm sure her team and what radio station is Breakfast Club and all them on? It's not Power 105.
It was 97.3, right?
Power 105.
Power 105.
Whatever it is. All them radio stations, they made the transition or the pivot to digitizing what they do as far as content.
97.3.
And I think Elliott Wilson is one of those individuals who got lost when they started making that pivot, that transition to, we go into a pod, even it's still radio, but I'm saying like taking your radio show and digitizing it for the consumption of us and the younger generations. Elliott Wilson got lost. And I think he feels some type of way because he's behind when it comes to, damn, these niggas, Breakfast Club, Funk Flex with his corny ass, they made the pivot. He, as an entity, and Rap Radar for that matter, didn't make that transition, and that nigga salty.
Them niggas ain't popular as they used to be, but they ain't going,
because them niggas old
going around being salty like he doing it. Like,
when you get left behind, you trying to play catch up.
I ain't mad at Cam saying my rap career was 20 years ago. Now I want to talk sports and sit down with athletes.
But did Elliott Wilson do that?
And that's what I'm saying. He's talking about Cam running around like he's Stephen A. Smith. What's wrong with that, man? Let Cam live.
I heard him say that shit. Like, so he a sportscaster because he got an opinion?
But I definitely feel what Keon's saying. Like, we definitely got to stop.
Let that be. I agree with y'all. You can't be
sports segment.
Go Commanders, bitch. We done won the fan weekend, baby. We beat the motherfucking Buccaneers. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
All right, yeah.
Well, listen, I've been talking about y'all. Listen, ask my client. I've been telling my client, watch out for the Commanders. They're a sleeper cell.
Yeah.
They're a sleeper cell. They made it far. I've been saying, listen, I've been saying it before y'all got winning this year. I'm like, I was asking my clients. I call them right now. Listen,
who they got next? Who they got next?
They got to beat.
Why you got to do that, man? Detroit.
Yeah, they got to beat. Listen,
who
what I said though, if y'all beat Lions,
I don't know. Hey.
Well, I mean, some of us are.
They beat Lions. Everybody got quiet.
Ooh, we beat the Lions, boy. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if we don't go to. We're not going
y'all beat the Lions. Don't do that. Y'all might win it.
Ooh, that'd be crazy.
I'm saying, listen, it's the year of upsets.
Hey, Minnesota fucked up.
It's the year of upsets.
Minnesota
everybody that was a top ranking person in college went home.
Minnesota let me down.
Man, they hurt my feelings. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's the first sports topic? Let's go, baby.
Let's talk. We gotta talk about that Skip Bayless.
Nigga, what? And Joy Taylor fine ass.
Man, they got Joy mixed up in that shit. You haven't heard, it came out Skip Bayless and some Fox Sports executives. They had some
shooting it. Basically, okay, to summarize it, there's more
Skip
to it.
Bayless was ready to give 1.5 to Smash.
Like hairdresser.
Type shit.
All right, so what's your exact question? Or you just want the topic period?
What do y'all feel about all of this, man?
Everybody guilty. It's about winning. Now everybody guilty to some extent. Everything that somebody said is true. Put it this way, whatever Joy said true, whatever Skip said true. It's true to all of them.
Seems like this lady got a lot of receipts that she came forward with.
What I'm saying is all of them are telling the truth to some extent.
Joy Taylor ain't saying nothing. And Skip ain't said nothing.
I mean, but listen, they might not, like you said publicly, but somebody got to say something behind closed doors. Skill. So it's skill. Listen, skill. I'll tell you what, Mr. Chappelle. I'll tell you what, Mr. Chappelle Cartier camo.
Boy, you hate
Listen. What I'm saying is this. We know there's truth to all sides because number one, even if you come to me saying he propelled like this, if I shot my shot at Cartier Camo's wife 7 months ago, and she didn't oblige me, but she also didn't tell him, something don't add up still both ways. Because your homie shot at her, but why you didn't tell me? If me and her come out now in public, she's like, Keon trying to holler at me 7 months ago, and I'm just telling you, and she just telling you now. If I shot my shot that long ago, right? So when she's saying, yeah, you offered me money, but I didn't take it, why you didn't tell nobody back then? It wasn't that you might have been considered.
Well, let's use somebody else.
What I'm saying is this. I know everybody guilty to some degree.
Okay.
And right now, it's about going to win the public compassion and to be
This
more
shit
convincing in
wild,
your
right?
side.
Well, let me ask you
That
this.
shit was 1.5 million.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, but
let me
I
ask
mean,
y'all
they
this.
offered you that you didn't want
Yeah.
it. But if you felt like it was wrong in that proposal to you, right?
Why you ain't say nothing?
Why you didn't come public about it?
What you was
If you
gonna
got the
say,
receipts
bro?
at that time, if you had the receipts
Okay, I'm gonna put it this way.
at the time,
I ain't calling nobody a liar. I don't know what the fuck is true or what's not.
I think y'all telling the truth.
All I'm gonna say is, I wish I were there if it's one. If was a fifth, we all be drunk. Look, if George Taylor was popping that pussy for a goon, I sure wish I was a goon.
Sound like that's some wild shit.
You don't wish you was a goon,
But what I'm saying is, like, anytime some woman come to a woman to woman, right?
That's
me and your
bullshit.
man been dealing for the last year. Listen, baby, let's be real. Even though she done came out with it and tell you, see, right? Why she didn't tell you a year ago? She been sleeping with your man for a year. That means she didn't tell you out of hardness, heart to a woman.
Yeah.
She telling you because she mad at me for something.
Right. I'll put it this way.
So everybody that's coming out now,
Look,
why y'all didn't come out back then if it was
I
really an
repeat,
issue? Somebody,
yeah.
it's just too much heat coming from all
I
sides.
say again, if George Taylor was popping that pussy for a goon, I wish I was a goon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
But they all. Everybody telling something
I
now.
feel like time will tell if it's truth in it
Bruh,
and shit, but it was wild
it's
to see
true.
the allegation that
Okay,
this nigga
I will
Skip
say
Bayless.
this. Yes, sir.
I think both are true.
I
don't think all
that's
of
the
it's
price
true.
tag, bro. Like,
But 1.5 for
that's
some
a lot.
pussy?
That's a lot, bro.
If you got M's, people have spent more than that.
How long you trying to deal?
People
Not for a long time before a good
Listen,
time.
listen, number one, people have given their life for pussy, so they'll spend money on it.
Oh,
To massive
vagina
amounts. Your
has-
life is more valuable.
No, dog.
Yeah.
Vagina has caused war.
Yeah, see what I'm
Like,
saying?
yeah.
So it's no question that he was spending
it was
that. But if it was offensive, why you didn't come out about it before?
That shit
I don't
wild,
think
bro.
her vagina is possibly worth.
I ain't even
causing
seen
war.
the lady.
She ain't that
fired
cute. She ain't ugly. She a regular
I
white
ain't
chick.
even seen him.
She's not a baddie, but she's not ugly.
Seen the
She look
1.5.
regular.
I'm just saying, if it was violating
1.5.
and it was so bad back then, why did you not come out about it?
I
back
have felt
then?
that way as well.
But unless he got something on you though.
So
Leverage.
if you Skip Bayless and they see it floating around about you, is you gonna address it? Are you gonna be like, I ain't never
Me
finna pay no
personally-
1.5? Or
me
you just finna
personally-
let that shit ride?
I'm not famous, but if I were to be famous, like I've told people before, like if my nudes leaked, quote unquote, bitch, that's what the fuck I look like. It is what it is, nigga. That's my dick. That's my body. I goes to the gym. Enjoy, motherfucker. If you want to look at it, look at it. So, I don't live under this mantra of, oh my God, I've been exposed. But I'm also not famous.
Hey, well, I gotta say this real quick. Hey,
I'm dead ass, nigga. You see my dick on the internet? That's my dick.
The way you laughing, you know it's been good already because my boy Kenny.
What you got? I'm just real with it.
Baby, one time, like, hey, bro. I'm just gonna sound weird.
Hey, my
was
dick
gonna
pop
tell
up on
her,
Facebook. Don't look at it.
Basically, type shit like, hey, block me real quick. And she said she
Oh, shit.
She said she couldn't post her shit. I was like, no,
Oh,
why
shit.
you go out like that, bro?
Dick on the internet.
Hey, listen.
Pause.
Hey, listen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro, that's stupid, bro.
Hey, listen.
I'm just real with you, dog.
Hey.
My dick popping off the
Hey,
internet.
go ahead and block me, bro.
Hey, it's on the internet. It's
Hey, listen. Hey, look.
That nigga say go ahead and block me.
Oh, my God.
She said,
oh, shit.
hey, don't be doing that stupid ass shit, man.
Nah, on your side, man.
That's
I don't know if that shit true. I hope it's not true. If I'm Skip Bayless,
You letting it ride?
yeah, if it ain't true, probably. Because in a week or so, are we going to really be talking and cracking jokes about George Taylor? Probably not.
Yeah, no factual.
Yeah,
right.
give it, even for her fine ass, that's probably a 3-week news cycle. That's
You
done.
right.
Some bullshit will come up in 3 weeks and then we'll be on that.
You right.
I mean, you see what she doing? She ain't addressing it. She on the show. She doing TikTok dance. She don't give a fuck.
On that shit.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, right, in the day, like,
but again, if she busted over for a goon, I sure wish I was a goon.
I believe if somebody didn't come out with something at a certain time when it happened, especially, there gotta be a reason why. Like, I'm gonna tell this nigga for selling weed, but what if you sell coke, nigga?
And why you got a track record
I'm
on
just saying, if I can
receipts
snitch
of
on you,
all
you can
this
snitch right up back.
Yo.
Most 9 times out of 10, if I tell on a homie to his girl, he can tell on my girl to me.
Exactly.
Or other girls, like, nigga, you think we did dirt together.
Exactly.
Right.
So even if we work somewhere and you got to work white, but he don't, and nobody know that, we still got leverage because you knew, and you ain't said nothing. You was with him that night when he cheated, so why you ain't said nothing then? You guilty too.
And on top of that, keep in mind, like you said, she apparently has documented all of this.
Yeah.
So why you didn't say nothing? And
So
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
saying she's lying. I'm not saying that whatsoever.
I'm just saying, I think everybody's telling the truth.
But if
to
I
some
don't wrote
degree.
3-4 notes, like I'm just make up a name, but like Jessica over there, Skip was on her ass, and then Amanda over there, and then
Yo.
Tasha over here,
But-
and you done wrote these first couple ones. Why you didn't say
And
about
also,
the first?
and
three?
also, let's be real. From the places not having the sauce or the it, right? Like these are younger dudes than him. The other ones are younger. He like, you want to sell it to me? I try to buy, but you been explaining it to everybody, so of course I want to buy a piece.
Yeah.
Then the part about it,
So it's like
they
mudslinging.
say he got mad because he thought she was sleeping with Shannon.
Not thought he knew.
We don't know.
Mama
I ain't got
shit.
nothing to do with it.
I'm not gonna knock nobody.
If I don't wrote the first 3 lines in my receipt book, I should have said something from the get-go.
That's
Don't
what I'm
say
saying.
something, now I got
But you can't when they have
50
something else they
on
can
my-
say back.
Yeah.
So like he said, you didn't get, I tried to buy it, but you was giving it to them. But she like, I'm giving it to them because they them niggas. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
All
What you
right,
got,
I think everybody told the truth.
man.
What's
We're gonna
I mean,
get
I
back
think
to the
everybody got
actual
the truth.
sports talk, man.
Real sports.
Commanders and Lions, I'm definitely looking
Subscribe to the tribe.
Please and
Subscribe to
thank
the
you.
tribe for sure. Commanders and Lions, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
we
gonna be a
got-
good game. I'll do
who the Eagles play?
Shit.
The game I'm looking
Rams?
forward.
Eagles,
I'm looking
Rams.
forward to
Eagles,
the.
Rams.
I'm
Eagles,
looking forward to the Ravens
Wait, no.
and the Bills.
Yeah.
The Ravens and the
Wait,
Bills is
wait,
the game I'm
wait.
looking forward
And
to.
Yeah,
then Derrick
we
Henry
played
had
them.
186
Bro,
yards. over
almost
there,
200
bro.
rushing yards in one game.
Yeah.
I think that the Ravens and the Bills will
can't
be the
do
best
nothing
game of
well,
all
bro.
of them of
They
that
can't do
run.
nothing well.
What's your actual question though?
I mean, I'm just talking about
playoff spirit?
Yeah,
Oh.
just
I
playoff.
think,
think-
Ravens and Bills gonna be best.
I'm
game this week.
disappointed that Saquon didn't. I
Yeah.
know we can't apply those yards to that last game, but based on what he got in that game this past Saturday or Sunday,
Sunday.
thank you. Though I know we can't apply those to the last game, but
Yeah.
based on that, he would have broke the record on the game.
You
17.
seen when he slid on the one play when he
Yeah.
put
I
that
ain't mad
one
at
up?
that. It was a little weird, but nigga running in, score.
The
Fuck
other
this
team
motherfucker.
at that point
Yeah.
they can't come back.
Exactly.
But he
Running
might
in,
well
nigga,
just
go.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know what hurt me, and I'm not even a fan of neither one of these teams.
your team?
But I thought, college, Gamecock.
NFL.
Panthers.
I ain't mad at
That
you.
hard. I mean,
You
but
admit
like,
that openly. I ain't mad
but listen, I love being the Panthers because you know what's worse than losing consistently? Being a winner that once wasn't losing. You know what I'm saying? Because like you remember, if you got a track record in the hood for knocking niggas out, now everybody beating you up. You were once great.
Yeah,
Jake Paul Tyson argument, like you
yeah.
just Tyson and you let this nigga do that to you.
I think
So,
Tyson would have won that, but we ain't gonna
but-
go down there.
The game that hurt me the most out of all college games, past games that just passed, was Ohio State and Texas. Because Texas was getting pounded and they was fighting back. But then that scooping score at the end of the game.
I'm gonna let y'all
That
have
70
this 'cause
foot
I don't
yard,
watch
75
college.
yard. Oh, you don't watch college? Well, NFL, let's go with me. NFL,
doing
I'm
lit,
thinking
though.
Ravens. I'm thinking so this is what happens. I would love to see Lamar get a ring.
I want Lamar to get
I want
one,
Lamar to
too.
get a ring.
Bad as a motherfucker.
I want Mahomes to
with
have
you
his
on
next
that.
great run,
I'm
be the
with you
next
on
Brady.
that. That's the other
But
thing.
also we want to let somebody else get it right now.
Wait,
before
I will.
before you go on
I'm
your
gonna give you
run.
a gentle pushback.
I don't want to see no 3P. I ain't.
I want to say the 3 because it's never been done.
I don't want to
Not
see it.
that y'all know I'm a Commanders fan.
It just made the sport boring when the same team wins.
No,
every
just
time.
once, because there's never been a 3P. That's why I want to see it.
But that's why I say I want to see Mahomes win, but I
That'd
also
be
don't
cool
want to see
as a
him doing it again. 'Cause
motherfucker,
like, come
yeah.
on, man, let's not win before you go on that run. We know the run is gonna happen. Let somebody else get a chance before you take that run.
No, but to get the 3P, then get the fuck out the way.
No, because he not done after 3.
They might do it, bro.
He not done after this next one. He's got more.
No, he
tank.
ain't gonna never not get
So I'm saying, let somebody
They
else
might
win
do
that.
it, but they don't have to get.
But let's not get it right
But
now.
you think about it, to
Let's
get a
not
3P,
right
they got to
now.
win 2 in a row and then get a third one.
Yeah, but
so
I mean-
go ahead and get this
Yeah,
one
but-
3P.
but
History change.
I don't want to have it just for that accolade.
That'd be cool.
I want somebody else to get it before they go and run. Mahomes about to go on an epic run. And it's
guess
gonna
They've been
continue
on a
over
run. They
the
got
years.
what?
I guess it'll be
3 and
No, but
4
if,
years,
but
right?
if anybody got a chance of catching Brady,
3 and 4 years.
yeah, but if anybody can catch it,
3 and 4, or 3 and 5.
I think 3 and 5. I gotta look at
Whatever
it.
it is,
I'm not gonna
3
confirm
and
that stat.
4 or 5.
But what I'm saying is, if anybody is close to catching Brady, it's Mahomes.
Yeah, he got 4.
If anybody
No,
got a
he 3.
chance,
I'm sorry.
If anybody got a chance, it's Mahomes.
Yeah.
So like we know, but
And his
he got long.
stats-wise,
But he got
he's
long.
already ahead
If you comparing age with him and Brady, then he got a long time. He can get the check going this run.
Well, the stats show that he
goes to get faster.
He goes
So I'm
to
saying,
get
what I'm saying though.
But he got to get the
but
at
you
least.
got, but you got 10 years to run
Brady
at
got
least
8 rings or 7.
7. But Brady could have
So-
got more than 7. What I'm saying is, he got this long to run it. Let somebody else get a chance now because
Now I'll get the
the
3P.
more season he gets, the better he
I'm
becomes.
sorry, we getting off track. Go ahead.
So I'm not sure how the bracket is set up, but
It's basically okay. So the way it is
We
now
are the wild
is
card division.
no wait.
will
So
the Chiefs have to play the Bills or?
no. I'm gonna break it down to you. I can only do it in the NFC terms, but it counts for the AFC as well. So the number 1 seed plays the lowest seed. That's why we play Detroit. because we're the lowest wild card seed. And then it's only 2 more teams left. It's Philly and what's the other team? Rams. Right.
Okay.
So that's those 4.
Yeah.
And then in the AFC, if I'm not mistaken, so Kansas City will play against. Who did the Chargers lose to?
Texans.
Win the other night.
Yeah.
The Texans did.
Okay,
That
so
was a
the
good game,
Chargers,
too.
excuse me,
That was a good game.
so the Chiefs
Texans wouldn't own that game.
will play against the Texans, but if the Texans had lost, then they would have played the Chargers. And because the Texans were the lowest seed out of the winners, they played Texans, and then Baltimore goes to Buffalo.
Okay.
Because Buffalo won the division. Buffalo is the number 2 seed, right? Yeah. So
The Chiefs
so Buffalo and Baltimore played, but Baltimore goes to Buffalo because Baltimore was the second lowest division winner. So it's Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City, and the Texans.
Okay.
Texans gonna get washed unless something crazy happens.
Okay, let's just do it like this
Yeah.
then. Who wins the AFC? Who wins the NFC?
I say either.
gotta
Can I
be
pick
one.
2 teams or 1?
We got to pick one for each. Who's the NFC winner? Who's the AFC
You know
winner?
Bills or Ravens is going to be one
Chiefs,
of the 2
Detroit,
names.
and I want. If Detroit goes to the Super Bowl, I want Detroit to win. I don't even fuck with Detroit as a team. But
Look, this
it'd
nigga
be cool
ain't
to see
even
Detroit
picking
win. They ain't never won a Super Bowl, nigga. That's
ain't
just
even
cool.
picking his team,
Listen,
yo.
I'm letting
What?
you know.
You ain't even picking your own
They
team.
listen,
Nigga, I ain't going to no goddamn
listen.
Super Bowl. I'm not a Cowboys
Right now,
fan.
the
I'm not
Washington
delusional.
fans, they know not to be delusional.
Yeah.
They know
We
when
ain't
you're here on
never
a whim.
delusional.
But I think y'all got a chance to upset because it's the year of upsets and don't expect it when it's
We wouldn't go to the Super Bowl, though. We ain't that good.
Would you not? You
Fuck
sure?
no, because if we beat Detroit, we still got to
I
beat.
think he'll never be confident in this team. He always be like, oh, we win.
Cause when I be watching, we be fucking losing, and I go piss and we score a touchdown. Shit. No, if we beat Detroit, we would play. Let me not lie. We would play. Is the Rams? Is the Rams and
But y'all could actually win. I'm telling you out loud. Y'all could actually win. Y'all.
Jay Daniels is special. I ain't gonna hate.
Oh, I like Detroit. Yeah, I like
Y'all listen.
What's the 4 teams? I just
When y'all
said
had
earlier.
Dan Snyder, only y'all have not won shit like that.
Yeah, fuck Dan Snyder.
But with the first year, without him fully, without him
looking
full,
good.
y'all about to
Boy,
win.
niggas would be sick. We won the Super Bowl.
Hey, do y'all think Jaden Daniels look like Crabman?
Like, who?
Yeah.
Crabman,
Yeah.
my name is Earl.
Yeah.
I've seen,
You know, Crabman to be
I've
like doing
seen
this?
commercials of her. I know what that
Yeah,
is.
he
but-
look
You
like-
know the meme with the black dude like
look like
Sideshow
bro.
Bob from The Simpsons with
He
the
look
wild
like bro.
hair. He like this.
The light skinned dude?
The black dude from My Name is Earl. Ain't
I
no-
haven't watched. I've seen like
okay.
the commercials. I ain't never.
I don't know nothing else he been
okay.
in. But yeah, that show lit, bro. You gotta check that out one day.
Look, that's Crabman. You been seeing him on Facebook in the memes.
Oh yeah, he do look like
Oh,
him. Yeah, I
yeah.
seen that dude. He
Look just
cool.
like him.
Yeah, he do like him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
So,
I
who you
brother,
call?
listen,
Who AFC, who
I mean, I'm
NFC?
just saying this. I'm seeing this year. I think Ravens, if they play like they played against the Texans that other
They
night,
can beat the Chiefs.
man, listen,
Come down.
they
Oh, yeah.
didn't Chiefs are their kryptonite. But like I said, I'm going with the year of upsets.
So
I'm
who's
putting
in
Ravens.
AFC? Okay.
I'm putting Ravens,
Who in AFC?
and I know they're gonna be Bills. I think
It's only left is us, the Rams, Detroit, and what's the 4th team? Why am I having a brain fart? Who's the 4th team?
the Rams looking good. But I think
That's my brother-in-law team.
I think it. I mean, I can see that in Detroit.
Rams, Commanders.
You talking about Chiefs?
No, NFC. It's
NFC.
Detroit, Commanders, Rams. Who is that 4th team? Philly. That's what the fuck I'm
Yeah,
tripping about.
Eagles.
Philly. Okay.
That right.
Detroit, Commanders, I can see Lions and Ravens.
I ain't mad at that.
I can see that, and it would be a great Super Bowl, a phenomenal Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
well,
I feel like the Bills and Ravens, it's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be Ravens.
Okay.
Because
I ain't never gonna say Eagles. So
No, I ain't saying Eagles either.
Yeah,
Shit,
I'm
I
just
said
putting that
Detroit.
out there for the audience.
So-
I'm never gonna say
Never.
Eagles.
Who your
so
AFC? Who your NFC?
I'm gonna go with, like bro said, Ravens. I want to see Lamar do it.
Great. Lamar got to get a ring.
I think he having the year. Nigga had 41 touchdowns.
I wanna see Lamar get a ring.
I want to see Lamar get a ring this year.
What I'm saying, so I feel like him
I wanna
and the
hit his
way
prime.
Henry is unstoppable.
But he deserves it. I think how he was overlooked and how they really.
Have
I think
Henry ever had a playoff
Bro,
run?
listen,
Really, when he was-
With the Titans, they were
Yeah.
one year
But
with
we-
Ryan
but we-
Tannehill.
We
but
know they really
yeah.
downplay him
Oh
because
yeah,
he's hood.
because Baltimore beat them in the play. Wasn't it Baltimore beat them in the
But
playoffs?
we know he don't get his just dues because he hood. He a hood
Yeah,
black dude.
yeah.
Lamar be up there grilled out after the games,
Hey,
playing in the grill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He really talked like he from where he from.
he from Miami. Or
You know what
from
I'm saying?
Florida.
So it's
All right,
like,
Wait, so you saying
Ravens.
who your NFC choice?
It's either gonna be the Lions or Commanders. Whoever win that game, win in the NFC.
Get the fuck out. So if we win that game, you gonna fuck with us.
I didn't say I fuck with y'all. I just said whoever.
I don't really fuck with you like
I didn't
that.
say I
but-
fuck with y'all, but whoever win that game,
All right.
NFC.
All right. I
Fuck the
with
Eagles.
you. God damn. Well,
Like that.
even if you say fuck the Eagles, subscribe to the tribe.
Yeah, subscribe to the
Subscribe to the
tribe.
tribe.
All right, man. That's NFL talk.
Go. I'm going to the bathroom. Keep going.
What time? Oh yeah.
No, keep going. Keep going.
All right.
Two of us and three of us.
We got Jimmy Butler. Y'all been seeing any of that shit?
So I mean, I seen some of it, but I ain't seen a lot of it. Like, what's the specific?
So basically, he don't want to play for the Heat no more.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but sometimes you want out. I would want out too.
So he demanded a trade, like a lot of superstars do these days, and they don't want to honor it. So they suspended him, and now he's still like refusing to come back because shit done got super awkward now. Y'all done suspended me for like 8 games.
Yeah.
So now it's like shit getting ugly. He's like, but I damn near go
I mean,
anyway.
but like
y'all.
not just that, especially when you feel like I've carried this team at times.
Yeah.
I've been
You
the
definitely
one.
have, though.
I've been the factor.
Yeah.
Y'all know I've been the deciding factor. Like, that's how you know when somebody's the deciding factor now, because social media do it without somebody having to say it.
Yeah.
We know when we watch the game, everybody on Facebook, your whole time I'm being like, even if you ain't watching the game, your whole time I'm like, yo, Jimmy Butler handling business right now. It'll be 10, 20, 30 people posting and be like, Jimmy Butler. You'll see a status with his
Yeah.
picture and be like, he the one. Miami and nowhere. So you know, like, y'all, I am a factor. And y'all can't treat me any kind of way, and I have the right to feel some kind of way. And for that very reason, I want to go now, because y'all have violated what I feel like I should have full rights to feel like or be like.
If that's the case,
I would want out too.
I definitely gotta respect that.
I would
But
respect it.
I don't know the particulars of, just to be fair, I don't know the particulars of what he's asking for, like as far as the contract extension, because that's what the
Right.
argument is about.
Sorry,
So I don't know if he asking for a long amount of years and they feeling like, bro, you on the later side of your career, we ain't about to sign you long term, and because sometimes it just be little details about the contract, shit like that. So I don't know, but regardless, any other superstar these days, they say they want out, them niggas be on another team next week. So
Jimmy?
yeah.
Still talking about that.
So I don't know why, for whatever reason, in Jimmy Butler situation, he say he want out, and y'all gonna suspend him for 8 games, and now just keep trying to stretch shit out and make it awkward.
Want me to add something to it?
Obviously, he don't want to. Yeah, what's your
I'm late
thoughts
to
on
the
all that
conversation,
shit?
my
Yeah.
bad. Y'all
But
know
you been
what's in
seeing
that.
any of that though?
Yeah.
He demanded a trade. They don't want to honor it, so they suspending him. And now I think he's still refusing to come. So now they talking about suspending him again for refusing to provide services.
Which, I mean, suspending and staying at home is the same fucking thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, but he don't get paid.
right. That's the whole point of it.
What I will say
And then he
is,
getting fined also.
yeah, Pat Riley is a hard negotiator. You see what happened with D-Wade when he ended up having to go to Cleveland because he couldn't get a respectable deal. Not a max deal, a respectable deal. But what I've seen is Pat Riley has been on some, you play at a different level in the playoffs, but you don't play that way during the regular season, which I understand. But at the same time, it's like, nigga, does that really matter? I mean, I'm not fucking doing, what's the shit called management? Blank management.
Low man.
Load management, thank you.
Yeah.
They not doing, he don't do load management. He just not giving you 40 a fucking game in the regular season, which I hate that about him, because if he did that, he'd be a Hall of Famer.
Let me ask y'all this though.
Yes, sir.
If you one of his teammates and it's a player like that that's like refusing, I don't want to play with them niggas no more, dude. You like kind of in the way, kind of take it personal like that.
A little bit,
you
because-
was supposed to be one of the bros in the locker room, and now you just saying fuck us.
I mean, I'm absolutely gonna feel that way, because like even in our thing, if we like supposed to be going at shows, do open mics together, this and that, you like, I don't feel like it. You like, hey, this far as the heartbeats. Remember, my boy was like, you always act, you the one.
That's up now, Outcast.
Go. Like
They said Andre, you know, I mean, we love
And his
Chris
mental-
Stacks,
and
but
his
he
mental
didn't wanna-
shifts because he wanted to be
yeah,
out.
he didn't want to go do shows. He didn't want to make music in that lane or whatever the fuck it was. But at the same time, if we cool like that, like I would like to think, and I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99.9% sure, if I come to Cam and say, yo man, I'm just making up some shit. My elbow been itching, so I don't really want
Right.
to record today. I would hope that you be like, okay, well your elbow itching. At least you kept it funky.
Yeah.
We'll record another day.
Right.
Whereas these niggas, they on a multi-million-dollar scale. They should really be able to talk about it. Like, yo, nigga, I know you make like $1 million a game.
Facts.
You mind if my kid's sick and blah, 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 or my management on some bullshit, or Pat Riley on some bullshit. And you should, hopefully, I can't assume what you would feel as a teammate, but you should
I'm
be
gonna
able
feel
to.
some kind of way. Like, I mean, I just
But if I came to you and said, yo, man, me and Pat, if we our agents is trying to get my deal done.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not done out of malice, if it's done out of
Yeah,
just
like keep it funky with
but
you.
if it's done out of irreconcilable differences,
Yeah.
like and this is we're at an impasse.
Yeah.
And the impasse is when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force. They
Absolutely.
don't want to budge. I don't want to budge. I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that. I want to
But at
bend
least
you,
I
but I
kept
gotta
it
handle
real with
business.
you, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's different than just bouncing because you don't want to be with
Yeah.
them.
So we don't know if he's done
But if you're
that.
telling me he, as the head, is not treating you right, and you like, I can't work with that.
Yeah.
And I understand, my boy, do what you got to do.
They say Pat don't play by them contracts. I could be wrong, but that's what they say.
All right, real quick, man, before we get up out of here,
Hey.
wrap things up.
Hey, subscribe to the tribe.
Subscribe
Please
to the
and thank
drive,
you.
man. We got
Press
my
that
dog
button.
Story of the Words, man.
Go
Hey,
check
it's
for
been a
that
vibe,
music.
man. Been a
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
sign language, you feel
Yeah.
me? Cartier camo, you
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
Tight shit.
Before we get up out of here, man, we all done seen it, man. Periodically, whoever the hell. Sometimes it just be a random ass person, and you be like, "Who the fuck is this person? Why their opinion even matter?" But
You still
people,
in sports, right?
nah, we off sports.
Oh, okay. Curling.
Yeah.
I mean, hip hop. How time is it? Hip
I
hop.
feel we ain't really. This is the last topic,
okay, for
so
sure.
yeah. So anyway, man, we see these lists that come out periodically.
Hey,
man.
this is what I
Whether-
had.
we got the
Hey.
award shows, the local award shows.
Yes, sir.
That people see the nominees and shit and don't see their name and get in the uproar. And then, it'd be some random ass person that just create, these the hottest rappers in South Carolina, and everybody look on and, be feeling away and making they posts, responding to that shit. And it happened, it seemed like it happened at least once a year, but
Around January.
yeah, and niggas get so mad about the shit and feel slighted and shit. Like, what's y'all thoughts on all that type of shit? Like, you as an artist, obviously we all want to be acknowledged and mentioned, and when you don't, I mean, it might be disappointing to you, but to go out your way on your platform, to just be like, man, fuck you, they hating on me, blah, blah, blah. You can feel that way and let it fuel you, but to do all that, I feel like it's just kind of goofy in my opinion. What y'all
I open and shut. I feel like the need for validation from a select, especially collective of people, is indicative of to me, a person, the more they seek it, the less they accept themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I know who I am, but I bring a lot of skill sets to the table.
Yeah.
Y'all both know me in real life. I don't have to go to nobody and grovel for anything.
Yeah.
I can literally do it myself. Right? So why would I be like, man, them boys trying to hold me back if they can't? And why is it even a conversation?
Okay.
Like, if
That's
I don't
what
need
I'm
that,
saying,
if I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but like the people you talking about, they feel that. To them, I would be like, listen, bro, them lists, I'm on that same, I'm on a lot of lists. It's like, there's one right now called the Hoodie Awards. Shout out Josh Knuckles for the Hoodie Awards. But
Shout out to the awards.
I get put on there every year.
Hey, we appreciate you.
I mean,
we on there.
listen,
Yeah,
everybody that
vote
ever
for the
votes for me,
tribe.
I appreciate y'all. But at the same time, and I love Josh and everything Josh does for the upstate. He's my guy. I love Josh. Hustling, great
It's
guy.
funny, I've known his name for years, and I have no idea who
Josh Knuckles, he does a lot for the city. He
I know
brings
he's a knucklehead
events.
barbershop
He does a
and all
lot of
that,
stuff behind that. He brings a lot to the table for the city. He puts on a lot of events for the city. R&B wine festivals, you name it. You go to an event, we need something to do. You want to get Say Something to Your Lady, dinner on Blanc, all those things. But also the people, it's not him. He's trying to do something for the city. But there are these people here that know me and you in real life, that know you, that know the work you put in. And it's like, I know I'll never get the credit. As a barber here, being on that list for barbering and other things, everybody know me for cutting hair, 100%. And if you ask somebody right now who can do this design, and it's a picture of you in somebody's head, they know who they're gonna say in upstate. They're gonna say me, nobody else.
sure.
If they do say other people, it's because they support their barbers in that, and it's not to say anybody else can't, but that's my lane. Right? But they'll never give me the credit. And for that very reason, I never ever look for those things because I'm like, you got to think this is a collective of people who also know when they're dealing with, so there is bias, and that slate can give you the people who only go for what they want, and that's not going to be a genuine outcome. Because of that bias, we never know if anybody that wins actually earned that win. Because it might be the same people if you don't go out with them every weekend and you don't go to this event. You're not at Cigar Annex to this place. You wouldn't know who to vote for. Half the names I don't even know.
I don't
but
either.
But when I look them up online, I see the pictures and the tags, and it's usually the same groups of people.
Right.
And that's not saying it's biased because that's not biased. It's not rigged. It's just saying that if you don't have a big pull with the public appeal in this specific area, then you're not going to even win.
Yeah.
You'll get nominated, but I say that to say all of this with every award. A legitimate award, by the way, Hoodie Awards, I'm just saying that if you look for validation amongst a certain a mass amount of people or a vast crowd of people, if they don't want to give you the credit, they never will. And if, as long as you want that, it will affect your personal feelings towards yourself and your hustles and your grinds. So like me personally, I never ever, even though I be across the world at award shows, I never look to be a winner of them just because I know cliche, I already won in my mind. I know my shit valid. So I personally don't look at it because I know they're going to overlook me. Like we literally are in a time where Kendrick, Drake, I'm like, man, how y'all gonna act like Drake never did what he did for the culture of music, right? Just to turn around in 1 year's time. What I'm saying is, like, I know how much I've done in the hair world and what I'm nominated for. I know how much I've done in the music world here, and I know for a fact that a lot of these people that I, in my mind, should be voting for me because of how they talk to me privately versus going for other people that they know more than me. I understand all that's going to be a factor. So me, I just make sure that any award that's ever out there, I never take personally. I don't look for it because, like Drake said, what I do, there ain't no award for that.
Okay, well, I will say this.
What's your thoughts on it, bro?
My opinion of award shows.
No, I mean, it's
all good. My thoughts on award shows across the board. My initial impression of award shows were, nigga, you work down the street for me. Fuck that award. But I will admit that, not because we have been nominated this year. I have come to see, because I put out my own list last year in January, and it was not malicious whatsoever.
And niggas was mad at you about that shit, too.
Man, I got so much fucking flack for. I ain't no fucking body. I'm a regular ass nigga.
You can't include everybody if you're making the list, but who cares?
You say what?
So you can't possibly include everybody that you fuck with if you're making the list.
Of course not.
But who gives a fuck? Like, a lot of these people just be, anybody can make a list. We all got opinions.
But you got to remember, though, and I'm not giving myself a pat on the back, but I do believe for the last probably 2 years, Sign Language Productions is a very credible platform. I'm not saying it on some brag. Oh, shit, what's wrong with that? I'm not saying it scared the shit out of me. Like, oh, we got to fight?
Nah, we're having a fight.
So, all jokes aside, Sign Language Productions, I would like to think, is a very credible platform. I don't just be talking on my ass and just trying to cater to people that I like. And I think that, for one, putting out my list last year with and I didn't take no survey. That was the people that I enjoy, that I consume, their content, their music, their whatever they do, I consume that. And that was my top. And it wasn't a 1 through 10. It was just top rappers, top producers, top whatever it was. And I put it out with no malice, and I got flack for it. And then this year being nominated.
So you know how that goes.
Yeah, of course. And us being nominated for a Hoodie Award, and I've when I take the two and put them together, I used to minimalize how people care so much about being validated. But you know what, realistically, because I've also heard the perspective of, well, it don't make me no money. It's not gonna make me a bigger rapper in the upstate. You know what? Realistically, the Oscars, Grammys, the whole EGOT. EGOT is I cannot remember the EGOT.
Oh yeah, it's the
Emmy, Grammy,
Oscar, Tony.
Thank you. The EGOT. Unless you have all of those, Monique has an Oscar. And some of that is because of her ugly attitude, but that has not helped her make more money. That has not helped her make more money in the acting industry. If you win a Hoodie Award, if you win a Jetty, if you win any of these other awards, it may not necessarily put money in your pocket, but it does feel good to get those high fives. Whether people want to talk shit, and because I was one of those people.
The accreditations will make you happy to any extent. I just feel like I don't take it personal because it is personal. All the people's opinions are just personal. Unless it's something that's completely unbiased, I can't even feel anything from it.
I've seen the battle rapper categories get people who get at least nominated don't even battle rap. I've seen people who haven't battle rapped in 5 years be nominated in that category. So I used to minimize it, and I crack my jokes just like everybody else did. But I think it does feel good to get a high, and I'm not saying this to pander. It does feel good to get a high five from your peers, whether it be virtually, in real life, whatever it may be. So even if none of these awards give you any monetary gain, I'm going to honestly say I've had a change of heart, and it is cool, or it is refreshing to get a high five from those that you consider your peers.
It feels good to win.
Yeah. So, because like I said, I used to be that guy talking shit and, fuck them motherfucking awards, that ain't shit.
Outside of the award shit, though, just like when a random person make a list and that goes locally viral and everybody getting the uproar, and they allow it to get to them every single time, and they know people
they-
just do this shit.
That's what I'm saying. They have to stop
Like,
doing that.
And what I say it's personal, so I don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Like these people, you know for a fact what you, bro. Listen, I done been in rooms and I watch you vibe. I've seen your logo on so many things before I met you.
Hey,
You feel me?
I appreciate it.
But I come to know it.
Yeah.
And not just that, I come to know the work when I can see the same way I can see Eminem's hairline. You know
Where
it's
you at?
Eminem, right? You know it's Eminem, right? That bleach blinds, cowlick.
Yeah.
I see a corner of your picture, I just know your style. I know your filters, I know your editing.
I don't
Just
use
your
filters,
vibe,
but
right?
yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I know yours. I know when I see something, I know it's camo before I even see the full image. Right? Because of those things, I never personally take awards into mind because, bro, I show out bad at every award I've ever been a part. You see me perform, every time we perform together, bro, my energy ain't never shit. Ever. If it's 2 people in the room with 300, I'm gonna get the same
fact.
energy.
That's a
And I'm
fact.
with you.
Right?
Yeah.
And
don't
because
give
of
a
that, in my mind, I just can never let somebody give me an award for what I know is awarded every time I do it.
But I just don't want those who are bothered by it
I mean, that's why-
to feel, or people to bash them for feeling a type
no,
of
like
way.
I'll look right in the camera and tell them, like, I want people to understand that if you are in the spirit of chasing trophies, make it a habit to learn not winning one. So when you win the other ones, it was worth it.
I ain't never won one.
I mean,
No,
I'm just saying, but like,
Yeah.
look at how Venus and Serena was treated at first.
Yeah.
These little girls ain't no tennis legends.
Now
Man, were they wrong,
are
though.
the goats.
Man, were they wrong, no. They were wrong. So everybody that overlooked them, it was that much sweeter for the daddy, for Venus and Serena to come back on that court and be like, guess what?
We won all them.
Remember
bitches.
3 years ago when y'all kept me off this court? I'm finna shred this bitch for in every way possible because you did that.
Yeah.
You know how bad it is to see a motherfucker did you wrong to see you later on and be like, oh snap, well, that's camo.
Yeah.
But you did everything you did was to keep me from this moment.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm in it. You know you done fucked up, right? So like, the people
know
that
what they
watching,
did.
anybody, they know what they did.
know what they did.
So how
Just
you
sit
feel?
back.
Not to
They
cut
know
you
what they
off,
did. For
How
real,
you
just let
feel?
it
They
go.
know what they did.
How you feel?
Like they know,
At
but
the
they
end
know
of the
even-
day, I ain't mad at nobody wanting to be acknowledged as far as awards or lists or whatever. I can understand if you feel like you've been putting in work. A lot of niggas that get married know the deep
Yeah,
down. they
now
ain't
I
been
will
putting
say
in
that, not to
work.
cut y'all, but I'm gonna cut y'all. Some of y'all I've seen on not on my page, but on my feed or whatever the fuck you call it, have been upset, and some people have been upset that haven't done shit.
Listen, so first and foremost, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna look in this camera and this apply to everybody out there. I don't give a damn who you are. If you can't celebrate another motherfucker winning, to me, you're a hater because you can't always win. And you're not gonna always win. Brady didn't get 100 rings. Brady didn't get a ring for
Beyonce
every
won
season.
every Grammy.
But Beyonce ain't never won an Album of the Year award.
I know what you're
See what I'm saying though? But what I'm saying, Brady didn't get a ring every year he played. So the thing is this, I might be in a room one day where he won, and even if it would have been another artist, I feel some kind of way. I need to be able to celebrate you, bro, because I want you to celebrate me in my moment like that.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna I'm never
agree
gonna
with that as
diminish
well.
giving
Don't
you your
knock
flowers.
somebody else winning just 'cause you did.
Just understand that what you're doing is kind of the same thing that you feel happened to you in turn, because in that moment you feel like somebody robbed you robbing somebody else, it should only be getting claps in the crowd.
At
It
the end
shouldn't
of
be
the
no
day-
silent cheers to the winners.
At the end of the day,
The day gonna end.
the day gonna win. The day is over.
To me, it shouldn't be no silent cheers unless it's a flat out you.
But don't
like,
get mad about being overlooked if you know you ain't working. I want to say that first.
But if they're overlooking you, that means if they're overlooking you,
If
that's
you
a
don't
great
like that list,
thing.
make your own list, because that's just what everybody doing.
But
Niggas, just-
I've seen a couple people get upset.
If they
and
overlooking
then,
you and speaking on you, you doing it right.
niggas be so mad about a list, right? And I be like, what the
Man,
fuck?
for you,
I
that
see
list.
this. I be like, I see this shit because it happens periodically.
Listen.
Niggas be mad about a list. I be like, what list?
It's,
these people
you
talking
dealing
about,
with a
right?
double-edged sword.
When you finally find the list, it be some random ass
Bruh,
person
in
baby
a
mama.
basement.
Like,
Yeah.
who cares? Why?
I seen a guy get
to
mad.
me,
He
that's
said,
telling. That's telling.
No, I
Listen,
seen a guy.
bro.
I put out one joint and motherfuckers, nobody fucking with it. I'm like, bro,
But-
you put out one song and the whole
I mean,
year.
but- come on, man.
remember earlier I told you there's 2 documentaries that stand out to me, and that's Genius and Whitney, right? Whitney Houston's. But
Also
listen,
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones, but check me out. Why I'm saying these because in Whitney Houston documentary, her parents was telling when they were like, I remember her dad saying, I remember her watching the TV and it was a mega star on at the time, and she said, I remember Whitney being mad in the room. Was like, I can do what she's doing 10 times better with that. But her dad said, understand this, that's fad music they're making.
Yeah.
What your mom preparing you for is legacy music.
Whitney's the greatest voice of all time.
All the time, right? But see that you understand this. So in that same thing, if I said it to say this, if you are being, whether or not you're being overlooked or talked about, that's your sign that you him or her or them or they.
Right,
I don't
shit.
care. But what I'm saying
going,
is,
man.
if they talking about you in a room, listen. At the end of my song, what did I say? I said you gonna go and get them, got them. Keep your mind up on your grind. Listen,
Run them
I said,
things up.
haters helping haters. Don't you do them no more favors. Keep your mind out on your grind. You gonna always be their favorite. Let me tell you something. Whether you win or lose, they gonna talk about you. Right now, if you get $1 million, they're like, you know, Nick Camo got $1 million. Lucky ass nigga, man. They don't fuck with him like that. He ain't nice. I'm better. And if he lose it, and you know, Camo lost $1 million. Of course. So no matter if you win, lose, they're gonna talk about you. If you up, down, they're gonna talk about you. If you getting it look good or bad, you gonna still be their favorite type of conversation. So keep going anyway. If they overlooking you or talking about you, that's a sign. Why am I? If I ain't shit, remember on Stomp the Yard when old boy came back at the end and they dapped him up because they let him back into the school. And he was like, "You don't matter. You never did. Then why you get me kicked out of school?
Exactly.
Out of the competition."
Fuck them damn lists though, man.
Fuck them lists.
Shit, man.
You know who you are. Hey, if you know who you are, fuck them lists.
We gonna damn wrap it on up, man.
Yeah, but listen.
Y'all got an indie artist you want to shout out?
We're gonna shout him out because I don't have one right now.
Definitely shout out
I got
to
indie
y'all.
artists I
Spread the
definitely want
word,
to shout out, man. Listen, of course I'm gonna shout out Cartier Camo because not only do we got a song together, my boy be Bob. I don't watch you slide in the room, but you lit Barbershop Boogie up. You don't even know about that yet. Definitely some other indie artists. I've been rocking with around here, especially in the upstate. We do my indie artists.
Indie artists anyway.
Yeah, wherever.
I mean, we didn't shout out an album that I wanted to shout out because it was last year, but I want to shout out Big Gangsta Plug. Because
Is it actually indie?
No, I'm not talking about indie. I just talking about when we missed. I wanted to shout him out in the
indie,
album when you was doing it earlier.
Yeah.
When you was like, we did indie but major.
Yes,
I wanted because that was one of my
yeah.
repeaters. That was coming out in 24 and 25. But I mean, I want to shout out every indie artist out there doing it. But I also at the end of this thing want to issue, not no challenge. I want to remind everybody exactly what music started from because a lot of the reasons, the way we look at hip hop now, diminishes the culture. Like I know old heads always talking about Wu-Tang this, Busta Rhymes that, DMX that, but listen, we came from an era where everybody was so individualized, you couldn't tell them to, like, they didn't sound alike. You never compared the two. You didn't compare Fab to Busta. No. You didn't compare Jada to Luda. They all sound this. Nowadays we listen to a sound that has kind of merged and became one sound universally. Very rarely do people sound different that are major artists. True, yeah. I wanted to remind people why music started, and it was exactly why Bad Bunny doing what he doing for his country. It was exactly why Fight the Power. When black people trying to tell other people, like, they trying to get us all out, bro. It's not me and you. So use music as a weapon in some form, but if you really for the culture, if you really for us, the culture of music, the culture of black people, the culture of hip hop and music in general, then move like you actually want to see it go up and not go down, because the more we do things out of pride and ego and every time somebody die, get murdered from this shit. Every time somebody go out there and encourage people the wrong way, they look at us like that's not where it is. They're trying to replace rap with Afro beats and all that right now actively. You hear it everywhere. Y'all want to see the culture go up? Give back to the culture and stop taking away from it.
That's another conversation for another day.
Yes, give us 3 albums, indie or major, that you want people to check for in 2020, even if they didn't come out in 2025. Give us 3 albums that you want our viewers and listeners to check for this year.
Right, indie artists?
Yeah. If you don't mind.
Cartier Camo, because I'm gonna be real with you. I listened to his music before. Obviously, we did shows together. But whenever we did our song together and stuff, I deep dove and I'm like, but my boy sliding. And I tell him,
so which of his albums, name one of them that they should go check for?
Not this one that just came out with you and, what's my boy name?
Yeah, Hybrid Frequencies.
Hybrid Frequencies, Glizzy. But the last one, Influential.
Okay.
Influential.
Give us another album.
Al Harris, No Weapon Formed Will Prosper. Al Harris. Shout out Al Harris. Shout out Al Harris all day long.
Incredible.
And then, boy, listen, phenomenal artist.
He got the first song on the sign language mixtape on YouTube.
Straight up.
He opens the album.
Third album, Windrucker.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Light work.
Okay.
I like Light Work. I like Light Work.
Yeah.
Listen, ask Win. I talked to Win like 3-4 in the morning when that album came out. I played the whole thing 3 times and gave her a real return feedback. So I'm gonna go with Cartier Camo, Influential. I'm gonna go with Al, No Weapon Formed Shall Prosper, and Win. Light Work.
Go grab
and
all
shout
3
out
of them.
Isaiah Hood Saviors, the hardest hustling promoter in the upstate, and his age demographic at all times.
Yes, sir.
Straight up.
You got an indie artist?
My indie artist, Zabo Gotti, man. He got a new
from the
song.
Bird.
He got a new song, Her Phone. That shit slap.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all check out Zabo Gotti, man. And shit, then we gonna wrap it on up, man. It's been episode 24 of A Tribe Called Culture. And shit, until next time, man, we appreciate you.
Hey, we did it up, but it's 2 hours
I
ago.
go by the name Camo.
Your boy Skillet.
And this
Hey,
is
Story
Tribe
Wordsmith.
Called Culture.
Subscribe to the tribe, man. Holler at us. Hey, find us all on platforms. Sign Language with a Y, because why you ain't following it. And then we got Cartier Camo Influential, because you know why you watching. And then you got Story the Wordsmith, because nothing got value without a story. Listen, stay blessed and feed the culture. Stop taking from it. Give back to it.
Hey, man.
It's our time to take care of the culture.
We out of here like last year.